Welcome to. Always we say, first impression is the last impression. So in the interview, when you are entering, the interview board gets an impression of the candidate. The way you look at a person and immediately you think of whether he is good or bad, something. He may not be correct, but you have an idea there. Now, how do they, what impression do they get out of you? तुम कौन मन तुम किम तुम जानी देखिले जानी परिबे जे माने हाँ कैंडिडेट अल्टीमेटली से भलो करिवे खराब करिवे पाइबो कि न पाइबो उपयुक्त कि अनुपयुक्त समथिंग दे विल टेक अ डिसीजन मेंटल लेवल ले इनिशियली व्हाट विल मेक देम व्हाट विल व्हाट विल कंपेल देम और मेक देम टेक सच अ डिसीजन व्हाट इंप्रेशन फ्रॉम यू को थ्रू पाइबे से माने First of all, the way you enter. If you are entering, how you enter there. Initially, suppose the candidate will be given a call. Why wait karibo interview board. तंग पोस्ट लोग जाने तंग डाकी नहीं जीव सेठी. तंग टाइम आसला बोले next contact कर. तंग you enter go there. When you go there, naturally he will leave you in the door. You will open the door very slowly and smoothly, very politely, and then beg permission. May I come in, sir? After that, only yes, come in. That one you must remember because your first impression is. Suppose more restaurant at times they will say, they open the door with just yes sir, may I come in, sir? And that the first impression will last long, but you don't know how to enter, and your voice is so much as if you have something you are somebody got something like that. Best make a polite there. So your way of opening the door, the way of seeking permission to enter there, and the way you walk there to the you go normally in the slow and steady step, not be hasty, go. Don't sit down until they ask you to take your seat. Please take your seat. This will be one impression how you are doing it. What is your, because your personality is observed from every behavior. There are people who are very experienced, they will know that that will speak up your personality, characteristics. That is a personality test, remember. You have already cleared the written test. The knowledge test is over. Now it is a test of personality. So your intent, then, what is the other factor that creates impression? How you open the door, how you seek permission, how you go to your seat, and how you sit. Close very small, feel comfortable. So you have a mental preparation already. How can impression draw kariye se mane tamo bisare?
Your attire, your dress.
Exactly. That's most another important issue. Your personality means when you say persona mask. Personality not only your internal knowledge or the behavior, everything, but how you have dressed. So always give importance to your dress. There is civilization and culture. Khadya bahut bhalo khadya diya hoichi. It's a part of civilization. Very good dishes. The manner is totally different. There is civilization but not culture. You have put on very costly dress, but it doesn't add to your sovereignty personality. Then there is no culture. Two are different things. Civilization is always, materialistic. But you dress that must befit you there. So always remember, those who feel comfortable, boys will normally go pant and shirt. You go with the normal dress which you feel comfortable. Just sari pehnibo, yes. You are just sari pehnibo, normal dress, no problem. But the color.
Sir, yes. What color should?
No, what color? What color means always remember soothing and light color. The attire that you put on is
pastel colors. Pastel colors, very light.
Light and soothing, which doesn't appear to be gaudy there, and that suits you to your figure. You have complexion. Some are white complexion, some are in between, some are black complexion. So you dress up with that, you look sober. You select that dress, and you feel comfortable. But see that the color is not gaudy, color is very, because see, you are going for a post where you have to be a model for the teachers. Teachers are model for the students. Similarly, if the students derive the inspiration from the teachers will normally derive the inspiration from the headmaster post, or you may be BO, DO, but automatically your influence, they will go into the downward filtration type there. So you are to think of the type of dress you have put on, whether it adds to your personality or not, that is also a factor that creates an impression. So two things to remember: how you enter, open the door, beg permission, seek permission, then you come here, they ask you to sit, you take your seat smoothly, sit down, step by step on, and the dress will add to your personality. That will speak of you. Then they will know, oh, he or she has a choice. A sober dress, that means you do not want to show off. So that part take up. Do not take up too much of makeup, etc. Go in a very simple. That which is a gentle appearance. This is going to make the first impression to the board of the members who are there. For the next step. But normally, next step they will ask you, well, are you feeling comfortable? They can, if they feel that you are being nervous or a bit sweating, they can know from the way you are shivering, some symptoms are there. Oh, you feel comfortable, don't worry. So, agu nervous, chakri jathibo nervous bhave. Chakri achi first time don't feel nervous. Okay, let me take a chance, but always be positive. Positive that I will clear it, crack it in the first chance. Give that feeling, bring that in you. That brings you confidence. William Khera boy pariche. William Khera, I can win. Sorry, Chief Khera. Remember that I can win. Have this trust in you, confidence. You will find there is a positivism in you. Automatically. You think. ମଣିଷ ଯେଉଁ ଦେବତା କଥା ଭଲ କଥା ବୋଲେ ଦେବତା ଦେଖାଯାନ୍ତି, ଖରାପ କଥା ବୋଲେ ଡେମନ ଗୁଡ଼ା ଦେଖାଯାଆନ୍ତି। ଆମର ତମେ ଯଦି ବହୁତ ମାଛ ଖାଇବ, ୟୁ ୱିଲ୍ ବି ସ୍ୱେଟିଂ। ସାତ୍ୟ ଖାଦ୍ୟ ଖାଇବ, ଅଲଗା ପ୍ରକାର ଫିଲିଂ ଆସିବ। ସେମିତି ତୁମ ଭିତରେ ଫିଲିଂଟା ସେ ଜଣାପଡ଼ିବ। ତୁମ ପଜିଟିଭ୍ ଯଦି ରହିବ, ତୁମର ସବୁଥିରେ ଗୋଟେ ମୁଭମେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛି, ପଜିଟିଭିଜମ୍ ଜଣାପଡ଼ିଯିବ ଦେୟାର। ଆମେ ଯଦି ଦେଖୁନୁ ଗୌତମ ବୁଦ୍ଧ ଇତିହାସରେ ବା ଆମ ସାଧକମାନଙ୍କର ଗୁରୁ ନାନକର ଗୋଟେ ମୁଣ୍ଡ ପଛରେ ଗୋଟେ ଅରା ନଥାଏ, ଆଲୋକ ଗୋଟେ ନଥାଏ, ତାଙ୍କ ମୁଣ୍ଡ ପଛପଟେ କାହିଁକି ଦିଆଯାଇଛି? ତାମାନେ they are enlightened, so much enlightened that the moment you look at it, you feel there is a divine aura around them. You ତ ମନ୍ଦିର ଯାଉଛ, ମନ୍ଦିରରେ ଯିଏ ପୂଜା ଧୂପ ହେଲେ you have a feeling, ଭକ୍ତି ଅଥରି ଭକ୍ତି ଆସିଯିବ. The atmosphere brings it there. So within yourself, in your personality, if you have the feeling in you that I am going to crack and I am going to face it perfectly, the positivism will give a different appearance to your figure. So three things: your inner confidence, the positive thinking, your dress that you have chosen, and the manner you enter, greet them and seek permission and sit here. And if you do all these things, the confidence, automatically there will be no nervousness there. Even if the asila, they will ask you to be comfortable. They are very friendly, no problem. Friendly, okay sir, I am feeling comfortable. And they may talk something. Well, would you like to introduce yourself? I want to listen from you. In most of the cases, they will ask you to introduce yourself. Prepare a write-up for yours. I mean, if you do not prepare, no, you cannot say there. Prepare a write-up. A small write-up about yourself, which may maximum 3 minutes, maximum. So what will you tell them? When you introduce, they will know how expressive you are, what sort of precision you have. Both people I have passed matriculation, both speedily Jani Havani. Second graduation, I have BA pass I have passed graduation, who subject Koyoni. That was the Potarivo, and you are for whose subject? Say to Potarivo, so Gorgana say to. Say you prepare a small write-up about yourself. What do they want to know from you? They want to know from you your details, in the sense your educational background, whether you are family background, rural and urban, or maybe agricultural family family, just you may give an indication. And your any experience or job that you have, and your like. For example, you have choice of this profession where you can express there. At the same time, you speak something that what are my strengths and what are my weaknesses. If you just speak my strengths, they will ask, but what are the weaknesses? Don't you have any weaknesses? So it's better to give yourself there. So basically, how do you yourself? Your name is already there. You need not say, I am so and so. My father is so. You will say, darkar nahi. Say, sir, I had my education in a rural school. I had matriculation, scoring 89% marks. Then I had my plus 2 from this college, plus 2 science. This is the mark. Then I completed my graduation in this college, honors in this, honors this person with distinction. Then I had my post-graduation, if you have, or you had B.Ed from this academic career. I come hail from a rural background, from a middle-class family. And I have affinity for the job of teaching because I understand there are only two people in the doctors and teachers. They are a noble job, and I think in that way I have done this. I have certain strength in my character. Maybe I am sincere and committed. You think of yourself. I am sincere and committed there. And I have certain values. I try to be truthful and honest as far as possible. Honest, but truth and as far as possible there. And I am very humanistic in my approach. I try to understand. You are going for a post with humanistic. You are not a manager, you are not dealing with the machines. You have to deal with the human beings. So I am humanistic in approach. These are my strengths which I am proud of. And at times I become a bit emotional. Or shortcomings. Maybe I am a bit emotional or I am too much sympathetic. People at times take benefit out of it. Maybe they. However, but I know that I love this. Still I have to be humanistic and the basic values I have, that is my strength there. 3 minutes କହିବ ଏଟା ତମେ ମାନେ ତମେ ଯୋଉଟା କହିଲି ତମ ଏଜୁକେସନ ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ କହିବ କ୍ଲିୟରଲି କହିବ matriculation from this school with this much percentage, plus 2 from this college with this much percentage, graduation with honors, pass, distinction and honors this much, post-graduation যদি ଅଛି B.Ed କୋଉଠି ଅଛି କହିଦେଲ, any job experience ତାର job experience କହିବ, I have been working in this, ତମ data ଦେଇଛ ସେଠି there, and you can also get some my hobbies are, ଯଦି hobby ଯାହା ଲେଖିଥିବ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ hobby ଲେଖିଲା ମନେ ରଖିବ, ଯଦି hobbies ଲେଖିଛ ସେଠି you must have idea. बहुत पिला देखुं रीडिंग नॉवेल्स आस्क देम गोटे भी नॉवेल पढ़ी नॉवेल रिसेंट रोमान यू हैव रेड किसी कही पार ना पढ़ा दैट यू आर द हैबिट ऑफ लाइंग यू स्पीक ए हॉबी व्हिच यू इफ यू से कुकिंग देयर तर जे माने कुकिंग लिखिछन नाउ टेल मी ए डिश व्हिच यू लाइक कहि दला हाउ टू प्रिपेयर इट आउ किछि नहीं ता माने जना पड़ी गला जे ये हैबिट तो जोटा लिखिबो इफ यू से माने क्रिकेट खेल पिला माने लिखो क्रिकेट गोटे क्रिकेट पचार देव ये कही पाना तुम क्रिकेट दैट हबी तुम यू मस्ट लिटिल इनफर्मेशन सो जो हबीटा लिख तुम इफ यू रीडिंग न्यूज पेपर कौ न्यूज पेपर पढ़ तुमको टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया बट दी एम्ब्लेम कौन लिखाई किए कहीपर टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया जो एम्ब्लेम अच्छी कार चिन्ह अच्छी हाथीर अच्छी से कौन लिखाई लेट ट्रूथ प्रिवेल there. तुम हाउ बट इफ यू आर सेइंग दैट आई एम रीडिंग न्यूज़पेपर सेटा कहि देबे कि समाज कहि तार कोन अछि तम तुम यू आर नॉट वेरी टिडबिट ऑब्जर्वेशन नाही देयर अते ऑलवेज रिमेंबर जो हॉबी लिखिबो यू मस्ट बी श्योर दैट एनी क्वेश्चन कम्स देयर जो रीडिंग नॉवेल हुए और नॉवेल पढ़ी जीवो आ 10 नॉवेल ना जानि जीवो नॉवेल लिखिचंती तळे ओडिया रो को नॉवेल ए कहले अच्छा ये कौन लिखिछि गोविंद महंत कहि पार ना एटा कहले कहि पार ना ये हॉबी किम देल तुमरो पढ़िया से तुम यू कैन व्हेन यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट यू कैन स्पीक योर हॉबी जो हॉबी तुम से मेंशन कर एंड जोटा लिख बी श्योर दैट आई एम वेल इनफॉर्म्ड अबाउट दैट हॉबी देयर सो दैट इंट्रोडक्शन सरीगला हाँ दुईटा लिखिपर ना शुण जो दुईटा लिख ठीक अच्छे दुईटा पचारि से तुम जो हॉबी लिखुच से आई कैन मेंशन आम मेन हॉबी दिस आउ अन्न हॉबी लिखिपारे किंतु नॉट दैट इंपोर्टेंट किंतु बेसी हॉल दरकार नहीं राइट ओनली वन और टू मैक्सिमम বেশি হবে লিখিবনি, ইনভাইটিং ট্রাভেলস ফর ইউ। কারণ কে হবিটা পছপট দেখি দেবো, তুমি লিখিছ দেখি দেবো, পশ পছর দেবো, ସେଥିରେ ଅଟୋମେଟିକ୍ ହାପେନ୍ସ। ତମେ ଲେଖିଛ ନା ଦେ। ତ ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ କ୍ରିକେଟ୍ ଲେଖିବ କି ହକି ଲେଖିବ କି ଯାହା ପୁଅମାନେ ଲେଖିବ, ଖେଳ ପୁଅମାନେ ବେଶୀ ଲେଖନ୍ତି କ୍ରିକେଟ୍। ଆଉ ସେ ଲୋକ ଭଲ କ୍ରିକେଟ୍ରେ ସେ ଏମିତି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ପଚାରିବେ, ସେ ଦେଖିଲା ବେଳେ ତମେ କ୍ରିକେଟ୍ ଦେଖୁଛି ଏତେ ଖବର ରଖିନ କ୍ରିକେଟ୍ କରୁଛ କି ତମର IPL ହେଉଛି ଏତେ କେତେ ଟଙ୍କାରେ ନିଲାମ ହେଲେ, ୟୁ ମଷ୍ଟ ନୋ ଦି ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ୍। ହାଏଷ୍ଟ କେ ଯାଇଛି, କେତେ ଟଙ୍କା ଯାଇଛି, କମକୁ ଯାଇଛି। କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଦି ଜାଦା ଯେଉଁଟା ଲେଖିବ ବି ୱେଲ୍ ଇନଫର୍ମ ଅବାଉଟ୍ ଦ ହବି ଦେ। ହବିଟା ମେନସନ୍ କରିଦେଲ ତୁମର କହିଲା ବେଳେ, ଦିସ୍ ଆର୍ ହବିଜ୍। ଏଇ କଥାଟା ତୁମେ ଆଗେ ଲେଖିଦେଇକି କାଗଜରେ ଘରେ, ଆବାଉଟ୍ ୟୁର୍ ସେଲ୍ଫ, ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡ୍ୟୁସିଂ ୟୁର୍ ସେଲ୍ଫ। ଅଟୋମେଟିକଲି ଦେ ୱିଲ୍ ଆସ୍କ ୟୁ ଇନିସିଆଲି ଦ ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡ୍ୟୁସ୍ ୟୁର୍ ସେଲ୍ଫ ଟୁ ଦ ବୋର୍ଡ। ମାନେ କ'ଣ? କାରଣ ଦେ ୱାଣ୍ଟ ଟୁ ନୋ ଆବାଉଟ୍ ୟୁର୍ ସେଲ୍ଫ। Who are you? What is your academic career? Your choice, your hobbies, your strength and weakness. There. ଆଉ ତ କହିପାର, ଧରାଯାଉ ପର୍ସନାଲ ଟାଇପ୍ ଅଛି, ତିନିଟା ଟାଇପ୍ ପଢ଼ିଛ। ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରୋଭର୍ଟ, ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଭର୍ଟ, ଆମ୍ବିଭର୍ଟ. Which one is good? Ambivert is good. And you can say that, never say you are introvert. There. Either extrovert or ambivert. There. So କହିବ ଯେ you can switch on yourself. Don't stick to that always there. If you want to say, by personality nature, I am ambivert. Ambivert କଲେ ଭଲ ହେବ, ପଚାରି ଦେବେ what is ambivert? ତୁମେ ଜାଣିବା ଦରକାର ସେତେବେଳେ ଯେ ambivert କାହାକୁ କୁହନ୍ତି। there. ଅତେ ସବୁବେଳେ କଦ ବେଶୀ କହିକି ଯେ ବିପଦ ଆଣିବନି। there. ସେଟା ସବୁବେଳେ ମନେ ରଖିବ। ତୁମେ ଯେଉଁ କଥା କହୁଛ ସେଥିରୁ ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ପଚାରିଦେବେ, ସେଥିରୁ ବାହାର କରିଦେବେ। ସେ ୟୁ ହାଭ୍ ଟୁ ବି କେୟାରଫୁଲ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ଟଫୁଲ୍ ଅଲସୋ। ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ଟଫୁଲ୍ ହାଉ ପରେ କହିବି ଟିକେ ପରେ। when discussion continues, question ଆସିବ normally. So after that, each of the introduction ଯଦି କହିବ, try to chairman ଆଗରେ ବସିଥିବେ ଜାଣିପାରିବ। chairman has a separate chair type, ଟିକେ ଅଲଗା ଥାଏ, ସାଇଡ଼୍ରେ ମେମ୍ବର ବସିଥିବେ। but when you talk, have a eye contact with everybody. Do not look at one person. I can easily ତ ମୁହଁ ବୁଲିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ କହିବି yes and you know, ଟିକେ ମୁଭମେଣ୍ଟ ହେଲେ ତମେ ଆଖି ମୁଭମେଣ୍ଟ କରିବ, so that nobody should feel that one is neglected by the candidate. Each one feel that I am important for the candidate. There. Have that eye contact ତମେ ରଖିବ। ଅଟୋମେଟିକାଲି ତାପରେ ତମେ ଟପିକଟା ଦିଆହେଇଛି, they will ask you to present the topic. And there is the cloth, this writing blackboard is there, and writing pen is there, that a pen, duster is there. You can go and do in the blackboard there. ସେ ପରେ ଟପିକଟା କ'ଣ ଆସିବ, ତୁମେ ଟପିକଟା ଚଏସ୍ କରିବ। ମୁଁ ଜାଣି ଏଇଟା ନୂଆ କ'ଣ ଆଗରୁ ହେଉନଥିଲା, ଟିଚିଂ ପୋଷ୍ଟ ହେଉଥିଲା। So here I think the topic that will take, normally not from education, you can take from naturally your subject area. And so when you take a topic and go to teach, ତୁମେ ଦେଖିବ ଦେଖିଛନ୍ତି 8 minutes, 6 to 8 minutes. They may not allow you 6 minutes also. Doesn't matter. Suppose you have just presented 2 to 3 minutes, and that is sufficient. We have known the candidate has the strength. Okay, now thank you, you may stop it, please come over here. Don't take it otherwise. That means whether you are good or bad, in what level your degree is already known by them, so that they do not want to further waste time. Now, what I have seen, when you are writing on the blackboard, recently मुझे PSI देखो, they are PG post for PGT English में आते हैं, they do not know even how to write on the blackboard, because when they are writing like this. And automatically one member asks, if you are writing in the class in this way, how can the students see? Because you are blocked between the students and blackboard. So you must write. When you write, you must normally take a left hand to the blackboard and you write like this. बेलको लाइन रो सीधा जीवो, जो मैंने एमती सीधा लेखन दे एमती कर लिखुचों दी, से लाइन टा बंका है जाए। There. Remember, तो blackboard don't use, college don't use. Only use blackboard when there is something to be written. There, something concept or a word or some diagram, anything. तो जो विषय पढ़ेगो, जो 8 minutes, 8 minutes जाएगा, so you prepare for 8 minutes. There. Or 10 minutes you prepare, maybe. Then it कमी जाई पड़े. तो if you prepare for 10 minutes, because they may stop you beforehand, they may not allow you for 10 minutes, they may allow 8 minutes also, आगरू बंद कर देवे. But see that the topic that you choose has certain good understanding level. तार किसी conceptual बहुत difficulty थी वो, कोई interesting topic थी वो something will be, I mean, भावो even interview will also learn from you. You select such a topic and ताकू जो plan करिवो सेतिरो plan करले तो presentation करिवो ठीक है तो concept clarity ठाकुर दे ही परिवो माने the way you explain the board members they can get a clear concept of what you are teaching. Suppose you are take the education topic देलो, if you take a topic of education, suppose you are teaching intelligence there.
Yes.
So you must first define what is intelligence. Then you must define what are the types, you must state that what are the types of intelligence. Then you can say the measurement of intelligence, what is IQ and what is EQ at present, the concept. ଏତିକି ମଧ୍ୟ ହେଲେ ହେଇଯିବ ସେତିକି ଏତିକି ଦେଲେ ତୁମେ କେମିଷ୍ଟ୍ରି ପଢ଼ିବ ଫିଜିକ୍ସ ପଢ଼ିବ ଯାହା ମ୍ୟାଥମେଟିକ୍ସ ପଢ଼ିବ କି ଇଂଲିଶ ପଢ଼ିବ ଯେଉଁ ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ପଢ଼ିବ think of select such a good topic there जो देखो किसी माने there is some concepts to be understood which you can कारण the concept difficult थिले कौन हो you have a chance to clarify explain so जानिबे that you have an ability to explain clarify से कहीं कहते suppose you have as a एटा कहीं कहा है जी बाबूजी even if you are the administrator but as a headmaster of the head of the school or as a BO and DO, you have to inspect the schools. So when headmaster goes to the another classroom, you find a teacher teaching and there is some problem, you must be in a position to explain the teacher how to present it before the students. Or you can demonstrate right in the class, this is how it can be presented to the students. So if you do not have that capacity as a head of the institution, the teacher will tell that the headmaster always gives us advice, but he himself or herself cannot teach. So there is a negative point on your part there. So that's why they want to test you that what is you have the academic capacity or ability of explaining, clarifying and presenting ideas before the students. Are you able to communicate them properly there? So they will test you that part, keeping that you prepare your जो सब्जेक्ट तुम कॉन्फिडेंस अच्छी एवं जो टॉपिक तुम भल अंडरस्टैंडिंग अच्छी दे विल नेवर आस्क यू टू चेंज द सब्जेक्ट और चेंज द टॉपिक इट इज योर चॉइस सो यू मस्ट सिलेक्ट द सब्जेक्ट एंड द टॉपिक इन द सब्जेक्ट इन व्हिच यू हैव ए कंप्लीट कॉन्फिडेंस एंड प्रिपेयर ए लेसन ऑफ 10 minutes इफ पॉसिबल दे मे आस्क यू नॉर्मल तुम पढ़ी चलो से आलटू बंद करे कहबे तुम जदि बंद करे कहनी तुम 10 मिनट पढ़ी चलबनी तुम जान लो सर 5-6-8 मिनट होगा सर आई थिंक इट्स ओवर तो सी भी देखिए ये को छाड़े पढ़ी चलती ना तार कॉन्शियस अच्छी आई टू प्रेजेंट बिकॉज यू ऑलरेडी गिवन ना 6 to 8 minute लेसन सो टेक दिस पर्सन सो आफ्टर इंट्रोडक्शन दे विल आस्क यू टू गो टू द ब्लैक बोर्ड हैव यू प्रिपेयर्ड ए टॉपिक यस सर ओके नाउ गो एंड टीच नाउ व्हेन यू गो बहुत पिला देखली सेठी ए मु जो रिसेंट थिला सेतरे विषय आसी आगे किसी ना आगे से पेन टाक ब्लैकबोर्ड माने यहाँ को डास्टर टाक धरिकी आगे धरिकी अरे लिखा तो पर आगे तुम कौन कह कह ओनली व्हेन यू वांट टू राइट देन यू द ब्लैकबोर्ड तो सब ब्लैकबोर्ड पर जाए दरकार नहीं इफ यू एक्सप्लेन योर स्टूडेंट्स तो कह सर दिस इज आई थिंक दिस इज ए क्लास बट डोंट पुट क्वेश्चन बहुत लोग बोलते सर विल यू आंसर आई पुट यू क्वेश्चन नो यू गो ऑन क्वेश्चनिंग आंसरिंग दैट इज योर पार्ट पिला केते पिला कहले से क्वेश्चन करे ओ यू आंसर वेरी फाइन ओके फाइन आंसर करू नांती बस रोल प्लेइंग करूछंती ओ राइट ये आंसर एक्जेक्टली यू आर करेक्ट आ तमे कहबो हमको प्रश्न पचायो देखो उत्तर दियो बोले कि दामर अपन ना डोंट गो टू किछि पिला कले सेमती हे तो थिंक ऑफ योर टॉपिक प्रेजेंट इज तुम भाबो योर क्लास बट आई विल स्पीक इन सच ए वे प्रेजेंट सच ए वे दैट दे विल अंडरस्टैंड द कॉन्सेप्ट्स द डिफिकल्टी विल क्लैरिफाइड एंड आई विल प्रॉपर्ली कम्युनिकेट देम डायग्राम कर देव मोटे पिला पचारि जस्ट गिव एन एग्जांपल इट आर यूज फॉर पीजी टीचर इंग्लिश में थिला से बतले मु कहले जे ओले से वर्ड भूल कहला कहला प्रोनाउंसिएशन कहला इंग्लिश में कहती बोले प्रोनाउंस इज नॉट प्रोनाउंस इट इज राइटली यू आर नॉट प्रॉपर्ली प्रोनाउंस्ड द वर्ड ने सब बोल राइट द वर्ड फ्रॉम ब्लैक बोर्ड इट्स नाउन फॉर्म तापर लिखला वर्ब फॉर्म से नाउन फॉर्म लिखला स्पेलिंग ठीक कहला उच्चारणटा भूल करुच्ची मुझे राइट द वर्ब फॉर्म से वर्ब फॉर्म लिखला व्हाट इज इट इज प्रोनाउंस नाउ व्हेन इट इज नाउन इज देयर एनी चेंज no yes sir the o is dropped then how do you pronounce the word pronunciation कि तमें कहो कौन प्रोनाउंस प्रोनाउंसिएशन भूल ही जाऊँ ताले कौन पिलाटा स्पेलिंग भूल ही जीव से ओ यू कर दो बिकॉज मेनी टाइम्स रॉन्ग प्रोनाउंसिएशन लीड्स टू द स्पेलिंग एरर देयर धर आम कहूँ TINY तो कौन कहूँ बहुत पिला टीनी कहती बहुत टाइनी कहते देयर tiny is the correct one. If I go for there, so when you pronounce a word, you must know the pronunciation. But suppose you want to give your students practice that if this such word pronounced, when it gets the noun form, then O is dropped and it becomes pronunciation. Can you give your students similar practice, similar type, similar word, same type word, so that they have a practice that if pronounced becomes pronunciation and this se koi parlani for example if you say renounce kon ho renunciation denounce denunciation ninda kariba eka spelling DNOUNC pronounce denounce renounce renunciation this is talma se karibar tha well look at this word this is the verb likhidala all in the same form spelling and when it is noun O is dropped naturally the word will be pronounced pronunciation denounce denunciation renounce renunciation this is a practice for the students to know the correct spelling and pronunciation eita college ठीक करता था से PG teacher she doesn't have the clarity आउ इधर word जानी नहीं eita आउ किसी word बोलता जाना नहीं तो वो poem पढ़ेला shelter दिए पर पढ़ूची now tell me who is it shelter दिए पर से कोईला poem टा tell any other poem of Wordsworth आउ को Wordsworth कुछ poem ना कोई पढ़ूँ तो daffodils पढ़ेला back से पर daffodils पढ़ले daffodils पढ़ला पर आउ अन्य poem को आउ किसी poem कोई पढ़ूँ ना आंटी तो मैं गोटे poem पढ़ी गया सो तामन तो सही poem पढ़ी गया सो but you do not know the what other poems he has written there Shakespeare कहले Shakespeare कथा कहले गोटे tragedy जानी चो ना को तापरे comedy tragic comedy मिसी गले आउ जाने आंटी tragic comedy जाने आंटी तब तक लैकुरा रोची क्लैरिटी रोनी तुम सेमती कर जोटा पढ़ी जीव जोटा पढ़ेब तार कंप्लीट गोटे प्रिपरेशन करिकी प्रिपेयर लेसन प्लान देयर व्हिच विल कवर मैक्सिमम 10 मिनट्स भीतर तुम प्रिपेयर कर गोटे प्लान करिकी आगे प्रिपेयर हो सो टू थिंग्स विल प्रिपेयर योर सेल्फ इंट्रोडक्शन व्हाट विल स्पीक मैक्सिमम 3 मिनट्स वेयर दे अंडरस्टैंड हु आर यू व्हाट योर एकेडमिक्स व्हाट बैकग्राउंड योर स्ट्रेंथ वीकनेस एंड हॉबीज and you like this job you have a preference se misi gote likhi dabo that will be prepare confident kaibo so first part कहली entry part greeting greeting कोन करिवो गुड मॉर्निंग कोन गुड आफ्टरनून कोन कहिवो
जो टाइम स्टार्ट हेबो
किछि कहिवोनी गुड आफ्टरनून कोन कहि नमस्कार करिवो बेटर मु काई कहू गोटे गोटे पिला केस रे तुम OAS केस माने पडुची बहुत नर्वस होगी पशिगला जिते बड़े सी अलरेडी गुड इवनिंग कहला जमी गुड इवनिंग कहदेला चेयरमैन चेयरमैन बसते कहले इज इट द इवनिंग टाइम नो सर देन ना सर से गंडगोल हो गला आ उठी पारानी एंड यू आर नॉट सिलेक्टेड माने से जो इवनिंग कही भूलटा कर पकला ये पचारिदेला जहाँ उत्तर कला सब फंबल कला दे तार नमस्कार कले भल एत दरकार नहीं इवनिंग आफ्टरनून एत कह दरकार नहीं ये सो इंडियन वे ऑफ ओटा मे कम से नमस्कार समस्त कल ता भी पार देयर बट योर चॉइस बट सी दैट इट डजंट बिकम ए टाइम जोटा कह ठीक टाइम टे कर यस हैं ना ना कहबनी जय हिंद कहबनी कारण आमर ग्रीटिंग हूँ जय हिंद ग्रीट करूँ केत कहूँ जे गुरु भाई देखाला सी गुरु भाई कौन से कहते माने से श्रीराम कहतु कि जे जा भक्त करी से साईराम के कहती से फोन साईराम से गुरु चलो बट आवर कॉमन ग्रीटिंग इज आइदर इंग्लिश स्टाइल और इंडियन स्टाइल नेशनली इट्स नॉट ए ग्रीटिंग तुम जॉइन के कह गोटे प्रोग्राम कर तब जॉइन कर तो ग्रीटिंग नुहे ना यू आर ग्रीटिंग द बॉडी जॉइन नॉट ए ग्रीटिंग ইটস তারে ইট মে তো তাহলে বন্দে মাতরম কইব সেটি বন্দে মাতরম কই লাভ কোণ তা বন্ধ কি জায়গা নাই সেটি ସେଥିରେ ଉତ୍କଳ ଜଣେ ତାହେଲେ ତ କହେ ବନ୍ଦେ ଉତ୍କଳ ଜଣେ କହିଦେବ କହିବେ ନା ଉତ୍କଳ ମାଟି କହୁଛି ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ଗୋ ଫର୍ ଦିସ୍ ସିମ୍ପଲି ୟୁ ଗୋ ବେଟର ଆଇଦର ଆମ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ୍ ନମସ୍କାର ଆମର ସେଠି ଇଭିନିଂ ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଆଫ୍ଟରନୁନ୍ କିଛି ନାହିଁ ସେ ପିଲା ନମସ୍କାର କଲେ ଅସର ପଡ଼ୁନଥିଲା ଏ ଗୁଡ୍ ଇଭିନିଂ କହି ଅସର ପଡ଼ିଲା ଅସର କଥା ତ କିଛି କେହି କରୁନାହାନ୍ତି ସୋ ମାନେ ନିଜର ସିମ୍ପଲ ମୁଁ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ ଲାଇଭ୍ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ୍ କହୁଛି ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖି ସେ ପିଲାଟିକା ମାନେ ତାପରେ ମୁଁ ତାକୁ ପରେ ସେ ଫୋନ୍ କଲେ କଲା ନମ୍ବର କମ୍ ପାଇଛି ତାପରେ ଓଏସ୍ ଦେଲା ସେଠି ବି ସେମିତି ପାଇଲାନି ତାମାନେ ସବୁରେ ରିଟର୍ନ କ୍ରାକ୍ କରେ କିନ୍ତୁ ଭାଇବାରେ ତାମାନେ ସେ ଆଉ ଥରେ ଯଦି ସବୁବେଳେ ମନେ ରଖ ୱାନ୍ସ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ମାନେ ଆରମ୍ଭରୁ ଯଦି ୱିନ୍ ହେବ ପ୍ରଥମ ଯଦି ଠିକ୍ ଦେଇଦେଲ କ୍ଲିୟର ତାପରେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଯଦି କ୍ରାକ୍ ନ କରିପାରିଲ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଟାଇମ୍ ଆସିଲା ବେଳେ ତା ମନରେ ଫାଷ୍ଟଟା ଗୁଡ଼େଇବ ଆଇ ରିମେମ୍ବର ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ବାଲେଶ୍ୱର ସେମିତି ଓଏସ୍ ଦେଲା ଓଏସ୍ ଦେଇକି ତାପରେ ରିଟର୍ନ ଦେଇଥିଲେ ରିଟର୍ନ ଦେଇକି ତାପରେ ଭାଇବାରେ କଟିଗଲା ଓ ମନ୍ଦ କରି ଆସି ମୋତେ କଲେ ଏମିତି ମୁଁ କ'ଣ ହେଲା ଏମିତି ତାପରେ ଆଇ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର ହିମ୍ ଫର୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ନେକ୍ସଟ ଟାଇମ୍ ହି କ୍ରାକ୍ଟ ଇଟ୍ ଦେୟାର କିନ୍ତୁ ତୁମକୁ କହିଲି ତୁମର ଫାଷ୍ଟଟାକୁ ସେ ଭୂତରକୁ ଆସିବାକୁ ଦେବନି ଟ୍ରାଏ ଟୁ ବି ଫ୍ରି ଅଫ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଘୋଷ୍ଟ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ୱାନ୍ ଆଇ ଡିଡଣ୍ଟ ଡୁ ଇଟ୍ ସୋ ତୁମେ ସେଇଟାକୁ ନ କରିବାକୁ ପସନ୍ଦ ଭାବିବ ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଚାନ୍ସ ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଗୋଇଂ ଟୁ କ୍ଲିୟର ଇଟ୍ ଦେୟାର ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ସୁଡ୍ ବି ଏ ପଜିଟିଭ୍ ସ୍ପିରିଟ୍ ଇନ୍ ୟୁ এবং ତା ପାଇଁ ଯେତିକି ସମୟ ଅଛି ୟୁ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର ୟୁର ସେଲ୍ଫ ଦେୟାର ସୋ এই দুইটা কাজ তোমার বর্তমান রহিলা ওয়ান ইজ রাইটিং ইউর ওন ইন্ট্রোডাকশন ফর হুইচ ইউ উইল প্রিপেয়ার ୟୁର ସେଲ୍ଫ রিমেম্বর হাউ ইউ আর তোমার সেইଥିରେ তোমার কন্টেন্ট କ'ଣ দ্যাଟ୍ ইজ রিয়েলি থ্রো রাইট অন ୟୁ ମାନେ ତୁମେ ଯାହା କହିବ ଜାଣିପାରିବେ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦି କ୍ୟାଣ୍ଡିଡେଟ୍ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଆଜ୍ ହିଜ୍ ଅର୍ ହାୟର ଆକାଡେମିକ୍ ଫ୍ରମ୍ ହ୍ୱିଚ୍ ବ୍ୟାକଗ୍ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ଆଣ୍ଡ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ ଆର୍ ଦ strength of personality ସେଇଠୁ ଜାଣିପାରିବେ ସେଇଠୁ ଇଭେନ୍ ତୁମ ପଢ଼ିବା ସମୟରେ ଯଦି କ୍ଲାରିଟି ହେବ ଏଇଠୁ ଜଣାପଡ଼ିଯିବ ମୁଁ କେତେ କ୍ଲିୟରଲି କହୁଛୁ ଏଟାକୁ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ୍ କରିଦେବୁ ପ୍ରାକ୍ଟିସ୍ ତ ପରେ କହିବି ଥାର୍ଡ଼ ହେଉଛି ଲେସନ୍ କଲ ଲେସନ୍ ତାପରେ କହିବି ଇମିଡ଼ିଏଟଲି go to the class. Are you prepared? Yes, sir. What's your topic? Okay, go to the room. Then do your job. And when you are doing it, remember, think that it's a classroom. Don't expect any student participation from them. Assuming the student, you may not ask question to give question. Even if you give a question, well, you have answered well, fine, it's correct. Then you can proceed that way there. After they will call you back to your seat. When you come there, normally, you may ଦୁଇଟା ଜିନିଷ କରିବୁ ବହୁତ ପିଲାକୁ ଦେଖିଲି ଲେଖିଦେଇକି ସେମିତି ବ୍ଲାକ୍ ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ରଖିଦେଇକି ପଳେଇ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ତ ଡାକିବାକୁ ପଡ଼ୁ ଯାଇ କମ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ କ୍ଲିକ୍ ଦ ବ୍ଲାକ୍ ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ହେଉଛି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହେଉଛି ସେ ପଢ଼ିଥିଲେ ତାକୁ ଡକା ହେଉଛି ଯେ କମ୍ ହିୟର୍ ସେ ପୋଷି ଦେଉଛି ବଟ୍ ଆଜ୍ ଅ ଟିଚର ପୋଷ୍ଟ ୱି ୱାଣ୍ଟ ଟୁ ପୁଟ୍ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ଫ୍ରମ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ନ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ଡୁ ଇଟ୍ ସେ ଲେଭିଲାନି କିଛି ଲେଭି ଦେଇକି ନା ତାକୁ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ କ୍ଲିନ୍ ଇଟ୍ କମ୍ ହିୟର୍ ଆସିକି ବସିଲା ଭୁଲିଯିବ ଗଲାବେଳେ ସରିଲେ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ କରି ପଳେଇ ଯାଉଛି ତାକୁ ଲିଭାଇବାକୁ କହୁଛି ଆଉ ତୁମେ କ'ଣ କର ତୁମେ ଯଦି ଲେଖିବ ସେ ଡାକିଦେବେ ସାର୍ ସେଲ୍ ଆଇ କ୍ଲିନ୍ ଦି ବ୍ଲାକ୍ ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ପଚାରି ଦିଅ ବେଷ୍ଟ if they want that not to be that it should be written they may ask question okay but when you leave the interview hall ତା ପୂର୍ବରୁ କ୍ଲିନ୍ କରିଦେଇଯିବ there that gives a positive idea about you in the among the boards so ତୁମେ ଲେଖିଦେଇକି ଯାହା ପଢ଼ିଲେ ବ୍ଲାକ୍ ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ୟୁଜ୍ କଲ ବ୍ଲାକ୍ ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ଆମେ ୟୁଜ୍ କର ଡାଇଗ୍ରାମ୍ କଲ କି ୱାର୍ଡ଼ ଲେଖିଲ କ'ଣ ଲେଖିଲ ଯାହା କନସେପ୍ଟ ୱାର୍ଡ଼ ଲେଖିଲ କନସେପ୍ଟ ଲେଖିଲ କିନ୍ତୁ ସେତେବେଳେ ଲେଖିଲା ବେଳେ ବିଫୋର୍ ୟୁ ଇଫ୍ ୟୁ ୱାଣ୍ଟ ଟୁ କ୍ଲିନ୍ ଦି ବ୍ଲାକ୍ ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ପଚାରିକି ତାପରେ କ୍ଲିନ୍ କରିବ So shall I clean it? No, it's okay. ଯଦି କହିଲେ yes clean it, clean କରିଦେବ ଆଉ ଯଦି କ୍ଲିନ୍ ନ କରିବାକୁ କହିଲେ ତ କିଛି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ପଚାରିଲେ ତାହେଲେ ଗଲା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଗୋଟେ ବୋର୍ଡ଼ ଛାଡ଼ିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ କ୍ଲିନ୍ କରିଦେଇଯିବ ଦେନ୍ କମ୍ସ ବସିଗଲା ପରେ ନାଉ ଇନିସିଆଲି ଚେୟାରମ୍ୟାନ୍ କ'ଣ କରନ୍ତି he will ask one of the experts to ask the question there ଆମର ସେ କଥା ହେଇଯାଆନ୍ତି ଯେ ଏତିକି ପଚାରିଲା ପରେ ତାପରେ ସେ ପଚାରିବେ ତାପରେ ଆଉ ଜଣେ ଏକ୍ସଟ୍ରା ପଚାରିବେ ନର୍ମାଲି ମାନେ ଜଣେ ପଚାରିଲା ବେଳେ ଆଉ ଯେଉଁ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ କରନ୍ତି କିନ୍ତୁ ହେଇଯାଏ ତ କେଉଁ ଯେ ସେ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି କେଉଁ ଆଉ ଯେଉଁ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ କରିଯାଆନ୍ତି ଆସିପାରେ ଦେୟାର ସୋ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ଗେଟ୍ କନଫ୍ୟୁଜଡ୍ ସେତେବେଳେ ଦେୟାର and when somebody is asking question suppose I am a member asking you question you answering me immediately I am a member also cross question you then naturally you can answer to him there so they may put you in certain situation to see that whether they are baffled or not there Then they will ask questions. Now, what sort of question they will normally ask you? Think of the areas. They will ask you question. Who get a proper? Pratham kotha hochi, tome gute duita charta khande area you must very thorough there, because you are going for OAS education service, which is concerned with the classroom teaching, with the teachers, with the teaching learning scenario, and improvement of quality education. So you must be thorough with the most of the initiatives taken for improvement of teaching learning. One of the areas that is mostly they are going to ask, that is new education policy 2020. You must be thorough with the policy, all of you. If I ask you now, suppose, what is the national crisis that has been mentioned in the Education Policy 2020? What is the answer? What is the national crisis that has been mentioned in the policy 2020? What is the crisis?
National crisis.
Padicho ki?
So I have read the anything, but I can't remember what is national crisis.
That is, in spite of so many years of, after so many years of independence, we have not been given or not been able to educate our students with appropriate literacy and numeracy. It's a shame for the nation, because students of class 7th and 8th that do not have the literacy and numeracy of class 3 level. It's a national shame. It's a document which world will see, which was not even possible, it was never possible in, 30 or 20 years back. A teacher cannot think of that after so many years of education, they don't have literacy and numeracy there. So certain points of education policy you must point out there. First of all, structure. First of all, structure. What is structural reformation? What was structure? Structure. Structure जो अंगनवाड़ी एवं या मिसा हो स्कूल मिसा है तार भल कि खराब पचारे. Do you think you approve it? Make your own opinion. In the structure, when they say that the two must be clubbed together there. Then think of examination pattern. जो 9, 10, 11, 12 जो सेमिस्टर सिस्टम अच्छी आमर कौन 10th रे बोर्ड होतला इसमें पर से बोर्ड होगा कि हबनी सेमिस्टर जाओ फिर करे how far तारा के कौन है ची and what is your opinion on this there logic that do you accept it in what way how good logic this is better than the previous one. Then different bodies created, different bodies national level गुड़ा bodies created आगुरी इतने bodies न थिला तो परिचय करने सिला mostly because it is recent last literature what are the different bodies that have been prepared. Now suggested lot of bodies. They can ask you a question. Do you think there will be class among these bodies? After so many bodies have national level, this level, that body, do you expect there will be conflict among the bodies? Think of there could be a certain possibility, but if it is properly implemented, we can avoid such conflicts of the different bodies there. Then जो टीचर एजुकेशन से कहते जे 4 year कोर्स टाक इम्प्रूव कर बीएड टाक बंद कर दी व्हाट इज हाउ डू थिंक इट विल गुड whether 4 year course preparing teachers is better or after graduation जो बीएड थिला इन से दूसरा ऑप्शन वर्तमान but they want that should ultimately be withdrawn. The standalone teachers institutes which will be integrated 4 year course which will prepare teachers. ये idea कौन को आसिला?
Justice Verma committee report 2 year BEd after that 4 years BEd. 4 year BEd that is from Secondary Education Commission 1950.
This was actually their commission जो फिटुटो कथा कहूचो सेटा कोठी कोठी हेची 4 year course के आरंभ करतला RI में NCERT कहयो. Because you must know that the NCERT introduced this course to prepare teachers for co school ପାଇଁ କହିଲା ପରା
Secondary education.
for higher secondary school, not secondary education. Commission ତ ସେଇଟା because that was 11 years schooling. 11 years schooling ଥିଲା କ'ଣ there will be diversification of the stream, science, arts, commerce ସବୁ ହେବ ଏବଂ ତା ପାଇଁ regionally commerce B.Ed ଥିଲା ଅଲଗା RI ରେ ନେଇ କରଲା science B.Ed, arts B.Ed there. So that was now that 11 years को ଉଠିଗଲା ପୁଣି 10+2 3 ପଳେଇ ଆସିଲା. But the NCERT through RIs produced the best teachers through 4-year course. That 4-year course has been made open to other institutions, universities as well now. But the NCERT has its own infrastructure and so many years of experience, it may not be able to produce. Gradually, it is found that 4-year course produces the best teachers for the nation. So in the policy, they have taken just a right stand that instead of giving a B.Ed, separate B.Ed, now it is open, but gradually replaced by 4 years. It's a good move because most of the teachers of RIs of under NCERT, they have proved the most useful teachers for the country because they know that I will become teacher. Accordingly, they are being trained and nurtured there. When I go to IIT, they prepare engineers. Medical college, they prepare doctors. Same the teachers institute, they prepare teachers. It's a different climate that they prepare. In that way, this move which has been taken here is in fact a good move. तो मैं यदि देखी बहुत टीचर एजुकेशन यदि NCF 2005 पाइबो कि डॉक्यूमेंट से डॉक्यूमेंट लास्ट टीचर एजुकेशन अच्छी से चट्टोपाध्याय कमिटी अच्छी which also recommended strongly that 4-year course should be introduced throughout India there. So এইগুলা जो टीचर एजुकेशन जे तुम टीचर जाऊँ टीचर स्पेशल जो एटा से टीचर चैप्टर पढ़ी जीवो कार 2020 पॉलिसी रो NCERT 2005 ता गोटे आइडिया नहीं जीवो बेसिकली स्कूल एजुकेशन चैप्टर जो अच्छी 2020 सेटा भलो पढ़ी जीवो सेटा मेन स्ट्रक्चरल चेंज कौन है एग्जाम स्कीम कौन है एवं ता सहित जो समेटिव इवैल्यूएशन एवं फॉर्मेटिव इवैल्यूएशन तार इंपोर्टेंस कौन से मोटामोटी आइडिया नहीं जीवो जे एक्सपर्ट भी पचार दे पारंती से गुड़ा जे आमर कौन दरकार तो परीक्षा होता व्हाई डू यू थिंक ऑफ फॉर्मेटिव समेटिव बट द फॉर्मेटिव डिफरेंस समेटिव डिफरेंस व्हाट इज फॉर्मेटिव व्हिच इज मोर इंपोर्टेंट
Formative is continuous.
व्हिच इज मोर इंपोर्टेंट
Formative is more important than summative.
व्हाई
Because formative assessment looks the overall. It is a continuous process, which looks continuity of the student's development. But in the summative, it end-on process, end-on examination, which focuses on the mark grade of that student particular.
तो इतना कथा को समझ देबेनी लॉजिकली gives to whom
Students as well as teachers.
mainly to the teachers सुनो फॉर्मेटिव माने होची ता केटा टर्म अछि आमे कहू while teaching, during teaching, after teaching. Now when after teaching hele कौन होची that is आउ गोटे कहा जाए process evaluation, product evaluation. So when it is formative, when learning is being formed, then if you assess, you can know what is the problem. So that's a feedback for you, you can immediately correct. But if you do not go to formative evaluation or the process evaluation, you at the end you go for the product evaluation, then it is already complete. It आसी को to आसी माने जो वर्ल्ड प्रोडक्शन मटेरियल प्रोडक्शन आसी गोटे जिनसा प्रोड्यूस करुच तुम चेक कल ना प्रोसेस चेक कल ना प्रोड्यूस हो गला बजार चलीगला देखला बेले क्वालिटी तो ना बजार रिजेक्ट हो गला यू ऑलरेडी सेंड द प्रोडक्ट्स दे आर रिजेक्टेड नाउ ताले चलो से देखिले इफ यू कुड हैव टेकन प्रोसेस चेक ये कथाटा हो न था सो प्रोसेस चेक केम दैट व्हेन एनीथिंग इज प्रोड्यूस्ड तार जो स्टैंडर्ड फिक्स कर प्रोसेस चेक कर प्रोसेस चेक प्रकृत से ठीक हो कि नहीं सो व्हेन ए टीचर तुम देखो इट सिंपली विथ द कुकिंग व्हेन यू कुक ए डिश से सेफ हूँ घरे माँ हूँ जो रोषे कर मजे देखते सीझला कि नहीं निआटा कमिब का बढ़ लुण ठीक है कि नहीं राग बेसी हो गला राग बेसी हो गला ता फीडबैक टमाटो मीठा पकईदेव है लुण बेसी हो गला कौन कर ଶାଳପତ୍ର ପକାଇଦେବ, ହଳଦୀ ବେଶୀ ହେଇଗଲା ଶାଳପତ୍ର ହଳଦୀ ଟାଣିନିଏ ହେଲା। ଯଦି ଲୁଣ ବେଶୀ ହେଇଗଲା ଆଉ ଟିକେ ପାଣି ଆଡ୍ କରିବ ବା ପରିବା ଆଡ୍ କରିଦେବ। ତାମାନେ ତୁମେ ଜାଣିଲା ପରେ ଇଫ୍ ୟୁ ହ୍ୟାଭ୍ ଏ ପ୍ରୋସେସ୍ ଚେକ୍ ଦେନ୍ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଟେକ୍ ଏ ଫିଡ଼ବ୍ୟାକ୍ ଆସିଗଲା, ସୋ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଟେକ୍ ଏ କରେକ୍ଟିଭ୍ ମେଜର୍ which is not possible at the end. That's why formative evaluation or formative process evaluation or formative this is more important than summative. More important, but both are equally important because both are continuous and comprehensive there. So तुम concept clarity थी वो जो what is formative हम तो कहूँ process कही पाऊँ formative कहूँ but during teaching कही पाऊँ. So during teaching learning the teacher must find out the way some modalities to find out whether students they understand or if there is any problem. तब मैं पहुँचा दो अच्छा if you do not ask question then going to understand how do the students they whether they are understanding or not, how can you without asking question the experts asibe, how can you know without formative without asking questions without putting any testing question etc. How can you know the students are not able to understand? How can you know? Huh? Either he is not attentive, he doesn't understand, or he either blank, तो जानी परिवार से किसी बुझुने किसी there, or he is trying to disturb others, तो कथा होती, there is some problem there. So तुम जो face करो तब मुँह धरे जानी परिवार, बेसिक आखी, जब बुझिबनी, कोटे पिला पता चाहूँगी, आखिर प्रश्न आसी जीवो. You can get questions from eyes, you can understand. That's why eyes are most important markers. Body with face कहला हम सब बुझुचु, कोटे पिला कॉपी करूँगी, तो जाने को कॉपी कोड रखी छे. तो मतलब टीचर है जो कोटे पिला कॉपी तो कॉपी चेक करिवो, पिला कॉपी जाने को कॉपी कोड रखी छे. आई मूवमेंट से लिखुची सीधा आनिवो, ताकि जोड़े आदो ना सेठी अछि. वो ठीक अछि कि तातो अछि खाता तो अछि कोठी अछि. If you look at the eyes, जाने परिवो से कॉपीटा कोठी रखी छे. So eyes speak a lot of things, whether they are listening to you, whether they are interested or not interested, or they are जदि जो घर कथा भाबुथिबो खेल कथा भाबुथिबो क्लास रे बसिकी ताकि गोटे मूवमेंट आसी जीवो अलगा प्रकार आसी जीवो ता ब्लैंक आसी जीवो. So there are certain physical indications on the body language. You can know from body language they are not able to understand. You can stop and then you can put them question and you will find that you are correct. Then once again go back. This is possible only during the formative process. That is more important. So आम जो आगु एटा ऑटोमेटिक ना दे जो एक्सटर्नल टीचर they do this practice there. So your preparation area will be they will be putting question from the new education policy on the area of school education structure, the examination change in the examination was change है there. I would what सब मन रखिबो क्षेत्र आम सब comprehensive कहूँ. We are using this term continuous comprehensive. दुईटा शब्द के पचार देला. Oh, it was CCE earlier. Then it was changed to CCA. What is the difference between CCE and CCA? कौन कहो?
Evaluation is quantitative, assessment is qualitative.
But how is it? How when you say evaluation is quantitative and this is
Assessment is qualitative. Assessment checks the overall teaching learning outcomes of the student. That is how he behaves, how he answers in the classroom, how he answers throughout the year, how he performs throughout the year. But evaluation only takes care of the marks he gets or the grades he gets.
grace and judgment. Evaluation is giving a judgment. When you evaluate something, you should go.
Evaluation is a part of assessment. When we are discussing about assessment, it means measurement plus evaluation plus value judgment.
Value judgment, exactly. When you are giving there, you give a judgment after taking. Good or bad, it's a final judgment there. So when if you, initially it was evaluation they are using, but they understood that if we give a judgment, no, we must move to the continuous comprehensive assessment. It's more a better term than evaluation, which doesn't give a final verdict there. Now, when it is comprehensive, how it is comprehensive? What is lacking? How can you make the evaluation comprehensive? Comprehensive, what does it mean? What is overall?
Assessment is the finding of the learning gap of the child. So it should be overall development of the child.
What is overall development?
That is scholastic plus co-scholastic.
What is co-scholastic?
Extracurricular activities of that child, and scholastic is confined to the subject area only.
टिके ऐड करो सेठी एक्चुअली कहला बेले तमन से ए जो पढ़ापढ़ी होनी मन टिके when you say that comprehensive is not comprehensive, comprehensive means we must cover all the three domains: cognitive, affective and psychomotor. What is left out at present? We are more only for the cognitive domain. What is the aspect? Only knowledge. But how many steps are there? Knowledge.
6 steps.
There 6 steps. Then affective. Now, when you go for only cognitive, only knowledge level, it doesn't go to understanding or comprehension. Then it doesn't go to application. There, jau nahi, there. So automatically it cannot go to the affective. Affective means it goes to the feeling and values, etc. Then when that values, when that knowledge, understanding, application are properly done, then that convert into the values. The values are the forces inside a person that turns into action. Which action depends upon whether he will do it right or wrong, and how beautifully or not depends upon cognitive and affective. So it is first head, then heart, then hand. So when you act everything, writing, doing everything, everything through the hand. The hand does what instruction comes from the brain. And how beautifully you will do it, how skillfully you will do it from brain, how beautifully you will do it, it comes from the heart. There. So, 3 domains are not covered in our education. 1. Then, when you go for this side, when you take the care of affective, automatically you develop the values in the person. And apart from this can be covered in the scholarship subjects. Other than when you go to the other areas, that personality values, sympathy, concern for the humanity, all those things, how do we develop? We develop through different games and sports, literary activities, artistic activities, art and song, dance. So they are as important as the subjects. So when we take all this together, giving equal importance to everything, then it becomes comprehensive. And such comprehensive approach, it develops a personality which is developed in all dimensions. And when you do not make it comprehensive, then that is a lopsided development of the child. Most of the educated persons of the present, this 2000 education, you will find at present they have neither perfect knowledge, nor skill, nor good quality human being. There. You will find mostly the problems which we didn't have earlier, that the old parents were never neglected by the people earlier. Now they are neglected. Why? Because they do not have concern for the parents. They are more with the husband, wife and the child, nuclear family. They don't bother about others. They have not learned sacrifice. They have not learned sharing, which are basic democratic values. Because those values are not developed neither in the family nor in education. Because in family you are nuclear family. It is not a joint family. Extended family concept. Once you come there, गाँव रे घर अच्छी जाऊन तुम मोर से गोटे लोकटा कहला आम फ्लाट आपार्टमेंट अच्छी से गाँव को एत दिन पर घर जानी पारे घरटा कौटी घर पर हो ही वाज एबल टू फाइंड ट्राइंग टू लोकेट हिज हाउस गाँव पचारे तू तो घर जानी पारुनु एत दिन जाइए छाड़ केमी सो जे तो घर जानी पारुनी घर लोक मन रख ना दिस इज हैपनिंग इट इज ग्राजुअली यू आर बिकमिंग डिटाच तुम देखो मुझे देखी गोटे घर जो बर्तमान किए बाहर लोक आसला से आगे पिला पचारे केवे जीव से he will never like to share the bathroom and kitchen, everything. It's exclusively my parent, my father and my mother and myself. None else is here in the world. There. And single child family is horrible. There. Double child is okay, but still there. I have seen there. Now these are the, maybe we are not able to, this is, but this is the great. And democracy sharing good to achieve. Now these values need to be developed in school. If it is not, my family you can't check because automatically family neutral, micro nuclear family he jibo. So chakri bahar jibo, se bahar jibo. But education should take care that these values develop for which they cannot develop in family, none to share. They can share here. They can share their tiffin. They share their ideas. they can share, or rather, we have to give education in such a way here. So that will make them the non-scholarship aspect here, practically. And we have a gradation for that what are the qualities, and we can accept them. If you find out that they are not developed, we can take care of it. So in that way, we can make continuous comprehensive. Continuous चिंता करियो जे जो आम एजी केमती हे परिबो द लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस हे पर ता परे आसिला परे ता परे जते माने इनोवेटिव आइडिया पचार दिबे के पचार देबे परे टिके परे कहबी के टाइम केतल देखलो अच्छा ओके ए इराटा प्रिपेयर करि गेलो गोटे 2020 पॉलिसी को स्कूल एजुकेशन देखै जिवो आ स्ट्रक्चर एजुकेशन ताको बल किछि चिंता करि जिवो एंड हैव योर ओन ओपिनियन देयर देन कमिशन केतरा ही जानि जिवो केतरा प्रथम माने पोस्ट प्री इंडिपेंडेंस तो गुड़ा कमिशन है ता खबर रखले भलो किंतु पोस्ट गुड़ा भलो खबर फर्स्ट कमिशन कोटा अरे कमिशन अथवा क्लास यूनिवर्सिटी कमिशन ताना सेकंड मुदले तना को पूरा जान जीवो ना लोकटा ना जान जीवो पूरा लक्षण से मुदलिया माने आ पार्ट मुदला को पचार देबे व्हाट इज फुल नेम जमा पड़ जो तुम केते आ जो थर्ड कमिशन पुराना कौन पूरा डीएस कौन दौलत सिंह कोठारी जो लगे भलो कि जानि जीवो दौलत सिंह कोठारी हैला दो कोठारी कमिशन टाइम जानि जीवो 66 68 पॉलिसी हैला तापर आउ कमिशन है नहीं लास्ट कमिशन 92 होइछि कोन सेरा होइछि कोन एटा जो हेला आई 92 जो कहउछो सेरा होइछि प्रोग्राम एक्शन पीओए हेछि सेही पॉलिसी एक्शन पर बाहरला सेतरे आउ कमिशन ए तीन ए सबुला कमिशन भितरे कोटा मोस्ट कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव कमिशन व्हाई from school to university, everything. Outla for university commission, secondary education commission, but they're the only commission that focused everything there. Pura. So that is the most comprehensive commission, and that is given the most important 10 plus 2, 3 and major recommendation. ताकि किसी वाले कोर्ट कमिशन का मिनिमम 5टा जो एम का पड़ी जीवो. But that is the most ना तो जितने education policy जो परे हला कोटा policy को तो हला या पूर्व policy कोटा सही जो policy का बेस करके हला बेस कर कहीं ही नथिला गोटे 68 पॉलिसी कहीं ही नथिला 60 ऑफिसर 68 पॉलिसी हला तो पचार देबे व्हाई वाज नॉट इंप्लीमेंटेड व्हाट वाज द बॉटलनेक द 68 पॉलिसी कुड नॉट बी इंप्लीमेंटेड उत्तर कौन दो 68 पॉलिसी कुड बी इंप्लीमेंटेड केम एटीसी पॉलिसी ता गोटे पार्ट इंप्लीमेंट हेतला बट व्हाई कुड नॉट इट बी इंप्लीमेंटेड 68 पॉलिसी कहीं रही गला एते भलो पॉलिसी कहीं रही गला से तो बीर कहीं हेलानी से तो कही जे स्कूल 10 प्लस 2 प्लस 3 रे पिला माने 10th पर 8th आरंभ वर्क एक्सपीरियंस आफ्टर 10th दे विल गो नॉट ऑल गो फॉर द 12th सम जनरल सम वोकेशनल स्कूल हो प्रति सब्जेक्ट गोटे वोकेशनल ऑल वोकेशनल अवेलेबल सुनो एजुकेशन फर्स्ट एम ऑफ एजुकेशन कौन व्हाट इज द फर्स्ट एम ऑफ एजुकेशन कोर्ट कमिशन फर्स्ट एम ऑफ एजुकेशन द मोस्ट इंपोर्टेंट एम आपटे पढ़ी दबो एजुकेशन एंड प्रोडक्टिविटी फर्स्ट एम ता परे आसुची एजुकेशन पॉलिटिक्स सो लिंक रहिबो ता पार्ट केत्र अछि वाइसना प्रोडक्ट केमती हेबो माने एजुकेशन रे एते पिला को पढ़िया दरकार नै दोज हु आर नॉट केबल ता दे कीप द वर्ल्ड ऑफ वर्क लेट देम जॉइन द प्रोडक्शन सो भोकेशनल करा गला ते ब्रॉड भोकेशनलाइजेशन प्रति सब्जेक्ट रहिबो ओनली द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर हायर लेवल को जाई परिबे से आउ जीवेनी प्लस 2 मैंने 50% स्टूडेंट्स दे विल रिमेन प्लस तापर भैकेशन रही ता पर पिला जो भल पिला से मैंने जीवे अन्य ये को जीवे सो इट वांटेड टू मेंटेन दुटा क्राइम यूज कले क्वांटिटेटिव एक्सपेंशन क्वालिटेटिव एनरिचमेंट क्वांटिटी एक्सपेंशन हम तमने स्कूल कॉलेज बढ़िबो पिला पाइबे बट क्वांटिटी क्वालिटी शुड नॉट बी कॉम्प्रोमाइज्ड आमे कोन कहलु वी हैव क्वांटिटी एक्सपेंशन एट द कॉस्ट ऑफ द क्वालिटी स्कूल कॉलेज यूनिवर्सिटी दक्षता बढ़ीगला पूरा एकदम दे ना जोटा मैं पचार देनी इम्प्लीमेंट कहीं हो पारानी सिटी पॉलिसी बिकॉज एजुकेशन वाज इन द स्टेट लिस्ट ओनली वन आंसर एजुकेशन वाज इन द स्टेट लिस्ट इट वाज ए स्टेट सब्जेक्ट only some IIT, etc., they were under the central scheme. So most of the states, they didn't accept the national pattern of education. How could it be possible? It was brought to concurrent list. कहाँ समझ आला? Indira Gandhi समझ. And only 10+2, 3 could be implemented. Then came Rajiv Gandhi. And it was the only Rajiv Gandhi who had actual vision. And he wanted to bring a change in education. So all are not implemented, nothing of the Kochari Commission, state policy were brought into with the new demands put together and came the policy 1986. Most important policy which is still ruled till a and Kochari Commission suggested a very good pattern there that we may not bring the university crowd kare. We have to maintain quality, and those who are not fit for quality, BA पढ़िबो, BSc पढ़िबो, MSc पढ़िबो, तापर किछि पाइबोनी. No, put them stop, bring them to the world of the world. So सेतिमन वोकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट खोला जायला. एनसीईआरटी रो जो भोपाल ले अछि, भोपाल जो आरआई अछि, सेठी वोकेशनल किछि करू नांती. त बिल्डिंग रे मुंडो खराब होइजो. I have gone many times भोपाल. हां? शर्मा सेंटर. हम एते स्ट्रक्चर पहाड़ ऊपर एनसी आरआई अछि से किछि करूनी. That was made for that purpose. It did nothing. So basic answer is the Kochari Commission accommodation could not be implemented. It was the most period because of this constitutional problem there. When it was taken to the concurrent list, then it was implemented. But by then many things have changed. So new policy has come. The new policy that came, CTC policy, then again now the 2020 policy has come. Now people are, a policy what is the particular step taken by Odisha for implementation of the 2020? निज स्टेट को जानी what steps is being taken by our state for implementation of 2020 policy? कौन है इसी? 5T 5T बता मैं कोई नहीं किसी 5T तो सब टाउट रहेगा नहीं ना तो मैं who is the academic authority of Odisha? Who is academic authority of Odisha? Academic authority of Odisha. SCRT. Agru T thila, T uthi SCRT. SCRT is the academic authority of Odisha. In every state, some authority declare who is the academic authority. So all school education, jaha change hobo, that will be implemented through SCRT. And SCRT is at present working in groups to develop the curriculum framework, state curriculum framework in the light of 2020 policy. Already done, man take button tere I was associated with withdraw करने का काम की कोरिया जाऊँगी but our time was different. However, so committee have been formulated, etc. So SCRT is now taking steps to develop the state curricular framework in the light of curriculum framework by NEP. जिम्दी आगरू NCF रहेगा, हम state curriculum तेरे रहेगा, सिर्फ तेरे करा होगी, and it will be implemented. सबु state रे SCRT is responsible for implementation of education policy. Main the academic authority. Why? SCRT is connected to NCRT. That is national concern. School authority country होगी NCRT, the state concern होगी SCRT there. So whatever NCRT they give us, SCRT implement करिबो, and in our state SCRT has been declared as the academic authority of the state. Clear hello? निज स्टेट को जानी बागे सेतरे. SCRT आगु कौन था टीचर मिसी जाइतला. Now T has been withdrawn, secondary level has been put in the higher education. आगु थिला higher education थिला. मजे पळि आस्तला कौन किछि कि जणा पडे काई पळि आस्तला तब आउट उद्योग होइछि भलो होइछि. They have been gone out. Now it is only SCRT direct control अछि plus the academic planning state रो से करिवो. Then right to education ताका clear हे जिवो. Right to education RT Act भलो कि पढि दबो. RT Act is in operation. जो compulsory education करा जाइतला जो हे परु नाही RT Act how it is legal right को स्कूल पिला पढिबे ता RT रो स्कूल पिला नो नांती. Problem is there कारण गवर्नमेंट पैसा दोनी. जेमती हेल्थ कार्ड होची पिला हॉस्टल नै नांती. There are other problems. However, RT Act भलो कि पढि जिवो. Right to education Act पढि जिवे. ता RT Act फुल फॉर्म कोन? हाँ
Right to education of the
ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ନାଁ ଅଛି RCFC ଆକ୍ଟ କ'ଣ ସେଟା କ'ଣ RCFC ହଁ ଚାଇଲ୍ଡ ଟୁ ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି ଯେଉଁ RCFC ଆକ୍ଟ ତାକୁ ଆମେ ସଂଖ୍ୟାରୁ କହୁଛୁ RTE ଆକ୍ଟ ସୋ ତାର ଛୋଟିଆ ବହି ମିଳେ বা অনেক পাইব মানে এসিআরটি মিলছে তার মিলছে আরটিআইটা তার আরটিআই পড়িব হোয়াট আর দ্য মানে রেসপন্সিবিলিটি অফ দ্য বিইও এজুকেশন অথরিটি ইউ মস্ট বি ক্লিয়ার আবাউট আরটিই আক্ট তুমি যদি পিলাকে আসলে একজন তুমি কোণ করব হোয়াট আর দি আডমিনিস্ট্রেটিভ প্রসিজিওর্স ইউ মস্ট নো ইট আরটিআই পড়িল দেন দি স্ট্রাকচারাল পার্ট অফ এজুকেশনটা পড়িযোগ স্ট্রাকচার ফ্রম ন্যাশনাল লেভেল টু স্টেট লেভেল স্ট্রাকচারাল এজুকেশন ইউ মস্ট বি ক্লিয়ার मैं तुम्हें जो स्ट्रक्चर एजुकेशन काम कर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन हिसाब से यू मस्ट नो द टोटल स्ट्रक्चर सो इनिशियली कौटू आसूची मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्कूल एंड एजुकेशन लेटर एस जो अच्छी से आसूची एंड फ्रॉम देयर इट कम्स टू द स्टेट लेवल एजुकेशन स्टेट लेवल आसला ना आसो एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन लेवल डायरेक्टर आसो एलिमेंटरी एंड सेकेंडरी ता थ्रू आसो डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल को आसो देयर तापर इम्प्लीमेंट हम कौटू एनसीआरटी आसो एनसीआरटी रु एससीआरटी आसो देयर कंबाइन बॉडी हो पूरा से और दे स्ट्रक्चर से फॉलो हो देयर सो डिस्ट्रिक्ट को आसला आसला बीओ ब्लॉक लेवल को आसला देयर सो दिस इज द टोटल स्ट्रक्चर वेयर वी हैव टू ऑपरेट सो यू मस्ट नो द टोटल स्ट्रक्चर दैट द नेशनल लेवल प्लानिंग ऑफ एजुकेशन फ्रॉम मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन दैट कम्स टू द through NCERT one way, I mean the body, autonomous body, not autonomous body, it's not a central government, autonomous body, and it comes to the Ministry of Education in the state level. From there it comes to the director of education, elementary and secondary. From there it goes to the district level and block level, their structure. And NCERT through it comes to the SCRT, so it's a dual control, it is done to the ministry level and the autonomous body like SCR and government body, SCR, state government bodies, SCRT, this is how it is being worked out there. So structure टा देखी गलो सेतरे एटा बेसिक कॉमन प्रश्न पचारिबे जो एक्सपर्ट आसीबे से माने निश्चय 2020 पॉलिसी राइट टू एजुकेशन एक्ट स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ एजुकेशन व्हिच आर एसेंशियली यू मस्ट बी well aware of there. Then there are some other areas which will ask the put because ultimately you will be administrator. So they will test your administrative capability. They will put you certain problematic questions to test your innovative ideas. For example, if they ask you, well, you are the BO. As a BO, you have certain schools and area under your control. What are the other agencies with which you will be having contact for improvement education? What more support you will कहाँ से तो काम करिबो?
with the community members,
Then
for the headmasters.
with video,
Yes.
administration BO हिसाब से तुम ब्लॉक रे अच्छो. So in the BO, ultimately you will first administer of video को. And when the problem there, you must have connection with them video. Then with the other local bodies, community bodies there. Group task you have to liaison if you want. Now suppose you are in a BO, you are a BO, and you want that your block should have an educational it must improve in educational atmosphere something. You want that you should come up with some shining color. It must show performance. What steps can you take as a BO to improve the education scenario, school education scenario in your block? What steps can you take?
First is supervision, sir. First is supervision. First I have to supervise that particular community where the problem is arising. First I have to understand what is the
Just
problem.
what is the supervision? How do you define it?
Supervise means, sir,
How is it different from inspection?
inspection is a term where we have to find out the fault of a particular
Yes.
process.
Right.
In supervision, it is not necessary to find out the fault because it focuses on the improvement of that process, overall improvement of that process by knowing the reason of that particular problem.
So supervision is basically clearly going. Inspection is a fault finding process. Supervision is an academic support. given to the teachers and the student institution for improvement of teaching learning scenario. That is inspection. Earlier it was inspection, now it is supervision. So as a BO, are you an inspector or supervisor or both?
Both. Judiciously supervisor.
You should function both. Because basically you are supervision, but at the same time when you find some faults also, you must take care of it. But it is more supervision, less in inspection, but both responsibilities, they come under you there. Nowadays we say, that most of the teachers now, people say that in education policy there, the teachers you have so long taught, your students have learned nothing. Let us stop teaching. So what is the role of teacher at present? What is the ideal role of a teacher? Do we call them a teacher? Because you say that teaching never ensures learning. Learning is automatic, a spontaneous effort on the part of the learner. You cannot make somebody learn. You can make a horse, you can force a horse to the brink of the river, drag him, but you cannot make it drink until, so how can you make it drink? How can you make him, how can you make him want drink? A horse, you can drag a horse to the brink of water, to the brink of a river, on the bank of a river or brink of water, you cannot make it drink until thirsty. So how can you make it thirsty? Make it run. You will make it run, you will thirsty, then automatically you go and search for water, you need not pull it. Similarly, you have to naturally, the policy theory says that if you make the students tell the stories, tell the activities, some ways to make them develop interest for learning, automatically they will learn. There comes the role of the motivation there. So, well, how can you create your area? What steps can you take there to improve the scenario in your block?
There are many steps can be taken, sir. First, the teaching learning process would be must joyful and interesting. For that, we have to first know the age of the students.
ତାର ମୁଁ ଯାହା ପଚାରୁଛି ତୋର ଆନ୍ସର କେମିତି ହେଉଛି ତମେ ଥିଓରି କହୁଛ always they will try to no you are already joined BO, you don't say that, you have to think of certain steps. Can you think of can you say well sir, I can take an assessment of the schools under my control, then I can think of a joint any working day, any Sunday, I can call all the teachers for an academic gathering. I can encourage them the academic sharing of the experiences there. Instead of regular I can say academic sharing. I can make them academic sharing where I can make them the WhatsApp group where I will member. So whenever they have a problem, how they solve it, let them share in the group. Thus, all the teachers under my block, they will enrich themselves by learning or sharing the experiences of the teacher. So I will try to develop a teaching community in my block where all teachers are connected with the WhatsApp there. Then think of I can think of that the teachers who are there, I can think of certain competitions among the teachers by supervising them, who are the best teachers, the best classes. I can take assessment from the learners, and those teachers I can recommend them for the state level award or sending them for in-service courses, some orientation courses or some different there I can recommend there, so that all teachers will try to avail those. So that will be a competition among the students, teachers for the positive growth which will naturally have the impact upon the learners. Any other? Or I can think of inter-school meet, cultural meet, sports meet, which I will arrange, sponsor by taking the help of the BDO, help of the Sarpanch, local bodies, and that will help develop certain program. The exchange students, they will learn a number of schools, they do not come together, the teachers, they come together, so that will develop a different feeling, rather a feeling. Then I can introduce it to Red Cross, NCC in the schools, develop certain values, commitment and other values, not of NCC, Red Cross there, that can give off lot of ideas to the students. I can include every school will have either Red Cross or NCC or both. Thus, I will try to create an educational framework in my locality, which may be an eye-opener for the other blocks as well. You have to answer in this way. Since you have to excel, you have to be innovative. तमें खाली थियोरी खाली तो कही गले तो आउ गोटे क्वेश्चन जोटा आसीगला जोटा रहीगला टीचर So who is a teacher now? Best teacher. A teacher is not a teacher now because already policy, 86 policy କହିଛି. Teachers, you have already left, you have already taught, your students have not learned. Please stop teaching. See that how the students learn. Which is important, teaching or learning? Learning. So learning is focused. So what is this paradigm shift ହେଇଛି କ'ଣ? Education policy ତାପରେ NCA ପରେ paradigm shift from teaching to learning. Teaching to learning. A learner center जो कहो, who first gave you the learner centered curriculum, learner centered approach? Rousseau. Jean-Jacques Rousseau, the French philosopher, he first brought the learner into the focus called the pedocentrism, pedocentric education. It was Rousseau who brought the methods like play method, learning by doing, and that was the precursor of this constructivism. You learn from an experience. You constantly own experience. Negative education is alga concept. Negative कहे किता हो negative और positive वाला से दूसरे कहे दिले negative education is that तुम्हारा हमें दो चार positive education negative कौन हो negative education तार reasoning clear रहिबो ताकि तुम कोई बने कौन करे बोलो तो protect from vice. Because basically he brought Rousseau crossed the revolution because he brought the child into the focus. That child should be central education. So curriculum कौन होगा, पढ़ा किम्ते होगा, method कौन होगा, it will all be decided by the child, and that gave rise to the तापर रेडियो concept तापर दिले. किंतु basically होची कौन, he gave the methods. Pedagogy he has given, which are still we are जो constructivism आरंभ से करते ले. That allow the child to touch the burning lamp. Let him get the pain. Let him learn that fire. तमें कोई दरकार नहीं. This is learning from his own experience. That was auto education. That was learning from own experience. So the ideas that came there, learner became learning center. So now we have shifted from teaching to learning, which is called paradigm shift education. That means learning is focused now. So learning by teaching darkar nahi. The students will learn among themselves. So we have got small group activities. Different methods have been where the students small in groups, they share, they evaluate themselves, one group evaluates the other. You are not teacher evaluating, but teacher supervises. So what is the role of the teacher? Exactly. Who used the term first? Rousseau. Rousseau said the teacher should be a facilitator of learning there. He must create everything, all conditions there. So nowadays, ethical but nowadays do we call the teacher a facilitator? Or what term do we use? At present, what do we call a teacher? He is a facilitator, but what other term you use for the teacher?
Stage setter, mentor, stage setter,
classroom manager. Because now we are more of educational management. So what is management? Management is the world of commerce. Management means your certain objectives are fixed. You have to achieve it. I do not know how you will achieve, but you must say it. तुम्हारा target fixed है तुम्हें केमती करिवो घुस दबो कौन करिवो, but I must work there. Objective must be realized there. So learning is the objective. How you will learn, that's your lookout. So you manage. What do you manage? How to define the teacher as a classroom manager? What does he manage?
the predetermined goal which is set.
Aur koi jo bhavo, he manages the materials, he manages the students, he manages the time, he manages the teaching learning materials, everything he is. So he is a complete manager. He must see that after my class, I have 40 minutes class, this must be achieved. I have come with the task. Now process, but you must finally give the result there. So now the teachers are the classroom manager. So it is a management skill. Education administration, now it is called educational management there. Management means objectives are focused and you must achieve the objectives. Our objective is not teaching, it is learning. Whether you teach or not doesn't matter, but learning must be ensured. How to do it, that's your problem. You have to find out ways, methods. Co-method, not the books you have read. That's what works in classroom is the method. You can have a method mix, integrated method, use lot method, eclectic method, use the method, whatever is essential for there, together, put them. But you must ensure it is done. So teachers are now known as the classroom managers. Is coined in education policy. The best classroom managers there. and that's why they must have ହେଇଗଲା ତାପରେ ତୁମେ କହିପାରିବ so in block I can take up in students teachers in sort of group activities. I can develop the continual professional development. If the teachers keep on growing, the impact is upon the students. So तुमको जोटा कहली that you have to be innovative. Think of ideas. तुम DO ହେଇଛ तुम जिल्ला केमती करिवो. So it will open an example for the others. जोटा B रे कलो D रे भी करि परिवो. So the district level there, and I have seen many inspectors, they are very much progressive, they have taken others, they are just going by rule that way. So they will try to find out how much you can take up the challenges there, how you can be innovative in the ideas. These ideas you will present there. So मुझे भी कहली तो कहूँ ये तुम्हें तो इनके प्रश्न पचार विषय में पचार बार they will put a problem there. Some माने यही ऊपर दे केमती तुम कौन केमती करियो तुम देख लो suppose in a BO you will find there is a community and school conflict there. And the community people they don't like the school, and school also they are not against the community. How will you tackle the problem there? केमती करियो?
To understand the value, belief and value.
इतने बड़ा रहता कहीं वो नहीं. बत्तम कहीं वो.
So we have to find the reasons why
First of all,
conflict is there.
yes. So
and try to resolve it by counseling them.
simply don't give a natural answer. Concrete answer though. I'll have to talk to the school first to know what's the problem. Huh? There. You have to find first of all I will talk to the school authorities to take stock of the situation there. Then I'll take up the committee members selectively. I'll talk to them of their problem there. Then from both the sides I'll find out. Maybe I may talk with my some colleagues there to find out that what are the actual possible solutions. Given the Gondogol Hueni, we have a peace committee. Then I will talk to the both the there separately, then combined, and that will I am sure will bring out a solution. तो मुझे तो धर तुम एवं मुझे कहले बीए कौन करिवो तो केते बीए हिसाब से आउरी कौन करि परिवो माने केते केते आइडिया ही परिवो सेतरे you can take up community work प्रति स्कूल को तुम जो कहलो जे now I understand केते इनोवेटिव now I understand most of the students they are not detached to they are detached from the community. So I will take up every school in my blog to see that every school has some community, some commitment, something for the community. So there is a connection between the ଯେମିତି ତୁମେ BEd କହୁଛ ସ୍କୁଲ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି ରିଲେସନସିପ୍ କମ୍ୟୁନିଟି ଯାଇକି BEd ଟ୍ରେନିଂ ରହୁଛି କରାହେଇଛି କେଉଁଠି ହେଉନି ତ ପାସ୍ କରନ୍ତୁ ନାଗାର୍ଜୁନରେ ହେବ କେମିତି BEd ପାସ୍ କରି କିଛି ଶିଖିଲେନି but everything you have to spend the community there. So I will see that my students they get touch with the community so they understand that their role, societal role, they have some role towards the community. I can take up some programs there. I may take up plantation program in their village fair. I can ask the students to give support to them. That will automatically intensify the ties between the school and the community, and that will give a better personality to the students, those who are socially responsible there. Nowadays we find social. So in this we have to think of innovative ways there, and they will put you these questions there. Bujibal. Then remember, तुम जो area भलो prepare करछो, any area which are very prepared. Whenever a scope comes, try to drag them to your area. So they are dragging to there. तो ठीक है जो अलग area कहीं पर किसी न भाई कहीं पर क्यों से तुमको आतरे पके देवे तुम कथा धरे कि से आरंभ करिवे तुम एमती करिवो तुम जो area तुमर कॉन्फिडेंस अछि तुम चेष्टा से जाऊ टानिया पई ता माने तुम जानछो से जोटी जहां पचले मु कहि परिबी टैक्टफुली करिवो से दे तो तुम जो कथा जो कहता भूल ले कहि देले तुम फसी गलो जानि सुनि कहलो मुटा कहले से काले प्रश्न पचारिबे तले मो एरिया पाई गले मु तबले जहाले कहि परिबी तुम जो कथा कहबो तुम भूल माने जानि सुनि जो कहलो to trap them that they put questions on that area so that you can answer any question. बुझि परलो बराबर it is tactful of the part माने you know that they all try to trap you but instead you they trapping you trap them केमिति तो कहला बेले सेही रे तो ता दुईटा वर्ड्स कर दबो and if they are जदि ट्रैप रे पड़ी गले ता से तो पचार you are confident you can answer anything. So think of an area where you are strong, prepare भलो करियो. Another point मन रखो, many times they test your strength. that तुम I am मोटे बस्ती बचाली तुम मुझे तुम ठीक कहिছো I think No, I think you are wrong. Perhaps the answer is, both of them, yes sir, I may be, sir, perhaps I am wrong. Okay sir, don't accept your defeat such a way. They want to test your personality. ସେ ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି ତୁମେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ଭୁଲି ଯାଉଛ କି ନାହିଁ, ତା ତୁମେ ଯାହା କଥା ଭୁଲିଯିବ ଆମେ ସବୁ ହେବ କ'ଣ, ତୁମେ ଯେଉଁ କଥା ଯିଏ କହିବ ହଁ ହଁ ଠିକ୍ ଅଛି ସାର୍ ଏଇଟା ଭୁଲ, नो यू मस्ट हैव अ स्टैंड. सो हट तुम गोटे कथा जानिच बा यू आर तुम कह भूल ठीक कह भाविच कि तुम चैलेंज कले कौन कर से कहले नो आई थिंक यू आर नॉट करेक्ट इट्स रॉन्ग आई थिंक करेक्ट योरसेल्फ व्हाट विल आंसर व्हाट विल तुम कौन हाउ विल रिएक्ट
As far as I have read and I have inputs about it, I am thorough about this and
एत थर फर कोई कंट्रोल कर सिंपली ना ना एमती कहबनी तुम बेस्ट थिंग इज सर जमी कह लैंग्वेज तुम ठीक आरंभ कर सर एज फार एज माय नॉलेज गोस आई थिंक इट कुड बी करेक्ट वेल आई मे बी रॉन्ग ऑल्सो सर हाँ तुम से बट आई थिंक आई एम एज फार एज माय नॉलेज गोस इट्स करेक्ट एंड इफ इट इज समथिंग
there may be new updates where
मे बी
I have
से कहे तो जदि से कहे जदि कह से कहला ओके ओके कहला तुम पचारबनी सर टेल मी द करेक्ट वन से पचारबनी किसी पचारबनी से जानीदे से स्ट्रेस कर जहाँ करदे कहले ना से जहाँ जानी स्टिक करुच्ची से वांटेड टू टेस्ट यू वेदर यू स्टिक और इमिडिएटली यू ऑक्सिलेट माने मो कथा तुम कह हाँ भल ता कथा कह खराब हाँ खराब टू टेस्टिंग पर्सनालीटी से से ओके ओके ना आई थिंक यू आर करेक्ट से कहे ओके तो करेक्ट ओके फाइन तापर से जहाँ टेस्ट कर टेस्ट करदे से तुम आउ से अलग भावुच जो तुम से इफ यू आर सेइंग समथिंग मे बी यू आर रॉन्ग मे बी बट इमिडिएटली यू डोंट एक्सेप्ट इट सो आई थिंक एज फार एज माय नॉलेज पोलाइटली कथा डिसेबली कहबनी सो एज फार एज आई माय नॉलेज गोज आई थिंक दिस इज द करेक्ट आंसर ओके देन ओके फाइन ओके तो ठीक अच्छे देयर कि तुम से इमिडिएट चेंज करदेल से जानीगले तापर से तो कहे जानीगले जे यार पर्सनालीटी ना ये जहाँ कथा पढ़ले कथा से बासीज देयर सो दे विल टेस्ट युअर पर्सनालीटी इन दैट वे टू व्हाट एक्सटेंट द स्टैंड यू टेक वेदर यू स्टिक टू इट और नॉट देयर से तुम आरंभ आसिया पूर्व से समय ऑब्जर्व कर तुम गला नंबर फाइनल करेंगे से तो कह ना सेमती आसला सेमती कला से स्टिक कलानी तो नंबर जो चाहूँ ना से स्टिक कलानी नंबर जहाँ कर एग्रीमेंट करदे तो कमीज कौन से एवरीबडी विल हैव द ऑब्जर्वेशन सो यू हैव टू कीप ऑलवेज फेयर एवरी स्टेप यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल देयर इज ए कॉमन टेक्निक दैट they will try to baffle you and to test you how strong you are in your ideas. Your conviction achi na in a slightest way to change he jauch there because you are going to administrative job, so you want to take a stand, you must have a take a stand bhabi chinta nabo, then you have to stand by it, you have to support it, you know. So basically जो areas ला तुम बाबू च तुमरो मु भावे नॉर्मल एजुकेशन बेसी पचार आदि बाई चान्स पचार तुम सब्जेक्ट कार पीजी अच्छी कौन सब्जेक्ट अच्छी किए कि सब्जेक्ट पचारि पारती तो कम पचारे ये इन जनरल इसमें बेसी पचारे जनरल तो बर्तमान तुम एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर किए जान स्टेट रो हायर एंड ए सेंटर किए सब जानीज बहुत पिला कही पार जाइज एज ए मिनिस्टर जानीज स्टेट रो जिनिस बर्तमान जो सामर स्कूल छुट्टी गला एवं तो इंटरव्यू हम से पचारे दि स्कूल्स हैव बीन क्लोज्ड ड्यू टू समर डू एक्सेप्ट इट डू एग्री विथ तले पिला पढ़ापढ़ी तो क्षति हो एंड इफ यू जस्ट गॉन तो मन इच्छा छुट्टी कर व्हाट वुड योर ओपिनियन डोंट स्टे तो कौन व्हाट इज पॉलिसी व्हाट पॉलिसी शुड बी ना एडमिशन कह तब बोले सपोज तब एडमिशन हम ना once they will be admitted. So in your district you find that in your where you are DO you find that there is a scorching heat. So can you write the government that we will have a vacation for this? You may appeal vacation for this and we will make up this for later. Gradually देखा जो बताऊँ आमर उस vacation पर थला ये भेगला कहीं की because of the scorching heat. So can there be some that depending upon the different locality even there should be flexibility for the administrators to take a decision that whether in that locality because heat differs from area to area. So there can be some flexibility, state government some flexibility that they can give a proposal. If government will examine and approve, then it can be done there. And summer ta beshi heଇ jaଉଛି. So we can cancel all other vacations. We can have more summer vacation there because more summer 8 ମାସ ଆଉ ବର୍ଷା କେହି ଶୀତ ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଅଛି କି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ବସନ୍ତ କଲେ ପିଲା ବୁଝୁନାହାନ୍ତି. I remember I was one year ବଲାଙ୍ଗୀରରେ ଥିଲି ପୋଷ୍ଟିଂ ଥିଲି in the year 76, 87, 7 ପିଲାକୁ ବସନ୍ତ କଥା ବୋଲି ସେ ବୁଝନ୍ତିନି. କହିଲେ କାହିଁକି ବସନ୍ତ କେମିତି ହେଲା ରାତିରେ ତ ଶୀତ ଥିଲା ସକାଳେ ତ ଗରମ ହେଲା ବସନ୍ତ କେମିତି ମଝିରେ ହେଲା. And it's a fact they don't have any experience because at night you are saving with that winter, tomorrow morning you find the summer, there is nothing in between for them. So Basanta kome ta kome kichi mane rakheni and they don't have any feel of Basanta there. Basanta asigalani basanta au season au rahuchi ki pray jana paduni almost dekho maximum time summer asigalani. So many times our schools have to reschedule that diagram. Tome koi paribo pachar dele sir I think the state authorities should give the additional district authorities also some flexibility to reschedule their time as per the convenience without disturbing the total teaching period. The proposal he may submit, the government will approve. In that will give a better result. जो आम कह समझ एत गरम हो पुरी पुरी के 34 अच्छी एत गरम नहीं पुरी स्कूल खोला थी पारे आउ गोटे स्कूल बंद हम टाइम टाइम एका भैया पड़ोनी. But by that time we save the children there from the scorching heat and study will be better. बर्तमान कौन 11 बजे स्कूल 11 बजे कम गरम होता 8 बजे तो बाहर होता स्कूल भेजे कौन लोकल प्रॉब्लम्स मस्ट बी टेकन. आम कहूँ सब डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन दिस ए पार्ट ऑफ डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन. आम कहू डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन करूँ सेंट्रलाइजेशन जे लोक डिसेंट्रल पढ़ाऊँ निजा भितर सब सेंट्रल हाथ रखो कि पाठ पढ़ाऊँ डिसेंट्रलाइजेशन किंतु काम ना आम से वी प्रीच समथिंग प्रैक्टिस समथिंग दैट्स द इंडियन वे. आम प्रीच कर समथिंग विल स्पीक समथिंग बट वी डू समथिंग एल्स. दैट्स द मोस्ट प्रॉब्लम इन इंडिया देयर. जो टीचर कहूँ एत भैल्यूज माने डिसिप्लिन टाइम पंक्चुअलिटी से लेट आसू से पंक्चुअल पिला कहते निजे लेट आस पंक्चुअल पाठ हो. मेनी ऑफ द टीचर्स सफर फ्रॉम दैट देयर. वी स्पीक ऑफ दैट पिला को भल देखो पात्र तो करनी निजे नंबर देला बेले क्या बेसी देव कम देव देयर. एंड स्टूडेंट मस्ट ऑब्जर्व दैट आई रिमेंबर माने मोटे तुम एनसीएफ 2005 थी बाय द एससीईआरटी. सो आई वाज इन चार्ज ऑफ द करिकुलम. बर्तमान चलती जो बॉयज मुझे डेवलप करी टोटल करिकुलम डेवलप करी. वी कन्वेंट द स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ नेशनल स्टेट लेवल डकाई जनरल मीटिंग कराई डाकी. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर द बॉय उठी पड़ा कहला आम तक ओपिनियन पचार गोटे पिला उठी कहला सर वी डोंट लाइक द टीचर्स द वे टू टीच. They never teach the way we like it. सिंह गोटे पिला क्लास 9 पिला उठी कहदेला कि सुंदर कहला वी डोंट लाइक द वे आवर टीचर्स टीच इंग्रेजी कहला बट व्हाट वी लाइक दे नेवर टीच इन दैट वे. आम टीचर एमती पढ़ मु अंक गणित एमती तू कर से जाक करनी आम एमती पढ़ू यू डोंट हैव किंतु आम वी नेवर गिव द फ्रीडम टू द लर्निंग. आ लर्निंग केमती हम वी कंपेल देम अंडर कंपल्सन लर्निंग कैन नॉट टेक प्लेस. आम कह लॉ फॉर एत लॉ पढ़ीचु लर्निंग जॉयफुल लर्निंग ये सब थियोरी बट वी नेवर मेक इट जॉयफुल. वी मेक इट अ स्ट्रेसफुल प्रोसेस फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स. वी हैव द हैबिट ऑफ ऑलवेज इम्पोजिंग थिंग्स ऑन द स्टूडेंट्स विदाउट नोइंग दैट वेदर दे वांट इट और नॉट देयर. से कथा कहली तुम केमी फिक्स कल द फर्स्ट ईयर मैथमेटिक्स सेकेंड ईयर लैंग्वेज थर्ड ईयर इंग्लिश फोर्थ ईयर जियोग्राफी why don't you give the freedom से को फ्रीडम जीव शुरू गिव आइडिया. यू हैव द क्लासरूम्स टीचर्स देयर रूम रे रहिले क्लास सब्जेक्ट रहा जो पिला जो पढ़ा से रूम को जीव तो ये गणित पढ़ाई था तुम कथा कहीं देखा गणित पढ़ू भाई गिव ए फ्रीडम दैट्स लर्नर सेंटर. आई थिंक नेवर एपर्यंत पृथ्वी नेवर हैज नेवर प्रोड्यूस्ड ए रूरल एजुकेशनिस्ट. ही कौ समय भाव 45 से समय एंड ही हैड नॉट मच ऑफ फॉर्मल एजुकेशन. ही वाज ए पॉलिटिकल थिंकर. ही वाज ए फिलोसोफर एंड एजुकेशनिस्ट देयर all and he put such a beautiful ideas students of government student union ये सब ताकरी concept. Let the students to manage their affair. Give a student union कर दियो ताकि वो से विचार करंतु. How do you impose them? If you want them to be responsible citizen, train them like that. You are such a progressive thinker.
Extreme version of the freedom or extreme student has not naturalism or extreme part of the field.
না সেটাকে সব কাজে সে যা ভাবিছেন ইজ ভেরি আইডিয়াল বাট ডিফিকল্ট টু পুট ইন টু প্র্যাকটিস তাকে সেটা কহতে রোমান্টিক ন্যাচারালিস্ট দে হ্যাঁ এবার পড়িলে କ'ଣ তোমার আইডিয়া রহিব তুমি তুমি জানিପାରିବ যে ହ୍ୱାଟ ମାନେ ଆମେ ଯେଉଁଗୁଡ଼ା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଭାବୁଛୁ ସେ ସେଥିରେ ଭାବିଥିଲେ ଦେ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ହାଉ ଟୁ ଏଜୁକେଟ୍ ଦେ କହିଲେ ଭାବ ସେ କହିଲେ ସ୍କୁଲରେ ପିଲା ତ ଖେଳି ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ଲେଟ୍ ଦେମ୍ ଖାଇବା ତମ ପିଲା ଟିକେ ଥଣ୍ଡା ହେଇଗଲା ହଉ ସେ ଖେଳିକି ଗାଧିକି ଥଣ୍ଡା ହଉ ତାପରେ ବୁଝିବ ଆଉ ଖେଳିବାକୁ ଯିବୁନି ଲେଟ୍ ଦେମ୍ ଲାର୍ନ ତାକୁ ଅଟକାଉନି ଦେ ସେ ତା ଆଗରୁ ନିଆଁ ପଡ଼ୁ ହାତ ପଡ଼ୁ ବୁଝୁଛି ତାପରେ ଆଉ କହିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ଦେ ସେମିତି ଏଭ୍ରିଥିଙ୍ଗ ଦେ ସବଜେକ୍ଟ ଦେଲେ ଏସବୁ ତମେ ରୁଟିନ୍ ଟିକେ ଫିକ୍ସ କରିଦେଉଛ କାହିଁକି ତା ଯେଉଁ ସମୟ ସେଥିରେ ସେ ପଡ଼ିବ ତମେ ତୁମ ଦୋକାନ ଖୋଲା ରଖିବ ଟିଚର ବସି ତମେ ତ ବସିବ ଏଇ ଟାଇମ୍ରେ ଯେହେତୁ ଆସିଲା ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦି ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲ୍ ୟୁ ଲର୍ନ ବିକଜ୍ ୟୁ ୱାଣ୍ଟସ୍ ଟୁ ଲର୍ନ ଆମେ ତ କହୁଛୁ ତିନିଟା ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପଲ୍ ଲ ଅଫ୍ ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ କ'ଣ ଲ ଅଫ୍ ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ତିନିଟା କ'ଣ କ'ଣ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ ଲଟା କ'ଣ କହୁଛି ସେ କ'ଣ କହୁଛି ଲର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ଗିଭ୍ସ ପ୍ଲେଜର ହ୍ୱେନ୍ ୟୁ ଚାଇଲ୍ଡ ଇଜ୍ ରେଡି ଟୁ ଲର୍ନ ତମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ରୁଟିନ୍ କରୁଛ ସେ ରେଡି ଟୁ ଲର୍ନ ନୁହେଁ ସେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ରେଡି ଟୁ ଲର୍ନ ସେତେବେଳେ ତମେ ଦେବନି କ'ଣ ଏବେ କ'ଣ ଗଣିତ ପଢ଼ିବ ଏବେ ସାହିତ୍ୟ ପଢ଼ିବ ୟୁ ଆର୍ କମ୍ପେଲିଂ ହିମ୍ ସୋ ଏଗୁଡ଼ାକ ବନ୍ଦ କରି ତମ ଏଗୁଡ଼ାକ ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ୟୁଟିଲାଇଜ୍ ଇନ୍ ୟୁର ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଆସିବ ସୋ ଅଲୱେଜ୍ ଟ୍ରାଏ ଟୁ ବିକମ୍ ଭେରି ଇନୋଭେଟିଭ୍ ଆଇଡିଆସ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଦେ ୱିଲ୍ ଅଟୋମେଟିକଲି ପୁଟ୍ ୟୁ ସର୍ଟନ୍ ଇନୋଭେଟିଭ୍ ଆଡମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଟିଭ୍ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ଦେୟାର ତମେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କ'ଣ କରିପାରିବ ହାଉ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଯେଉଁ ଗୋଟେ କହିଲି ବ୍ଲକରେ କେମିତି କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ କରିପାରିବ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରିକ୍ଟ କେମିତି କରିପାରିବ ହାଉ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ୟୁ ଡେଭଲପ୍ ଟିଚର୍ସଙ୍କୁ ଏକାଡେମିକ୍ କେମିତି କରିପାରିବ ଦେୟାର ତମେ ଯଦି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କହିବ ଯେଉଁ ଟିଚରକୁ ମୁଁ ପଠେଇବି ଇନ୍ସୁରାନ୍ସ କୋର୍ସ ପାଇଁ ଆମେ ପରଫର୍ମାନ୍ସ ଆପ୍ରେଜଲ୍ କରିବି ଯେଉଁ ପାଖରେ ଭଲ ହେବ ତା ନା ପଠେଇବି ଅଟୋମେଟିକଲି ଟିଚର ୱିଲ୍ ଟ୍ରାଏ ଟୁ ଇମ୍ପ୍ରୁଭ୍ ଦ ବେଟର ପରଫର୍ମାନ୍ସ ଦେୟାର I'll have a competition among themselves. Then I can state award by national now for Koribi. Automatically it will improve their importance there. So in this way, try to be innovative in your response to the questions. So automatically तुम देखिए दुई जन जो एक्सपर्ट रहिबे किसी इशू सब्जेक्ट विषय एगुड़ा विषय पचारे आउ किसी से एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव चैलेंज विषय पचारे तुमको इनोवेटिव देखिए गोटे डिसीजन देवे ये प्रॉब्लम तुम कौन कर प्रॉब्लम डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम दे पारे स्कूल कमिटी प्रॉब्लम है तुम टीचर सब आबसेंट रोचे मैक्सीम स्कूल तुम रेगुलर देख खबर अच्छे तुम क्लास होनी तुम जाए केमी चेक कर स्कूल हाउ कैन यू टेक ए चेक दैट वेयर यू फाइंड द स्टूडेंट से टीचर का पॉलिटिकल लिंक अच्छी पचारे एमती टीचर का पॉलिटिकल लिंक अच्छी तुमको देले से तुमको ट्रांसफर करदे हाउ यू टैकल इट स्पेसिफिक प्रॉब्लम प्रॉब्लम एक्चुअली होची तुम बहुत टीचर अच्छा एत पॉलिटिकल जे कैन कंट्रोल देम बर्तमान सी कहे मु कॉलेज देखी मैंने मो लेक्चर आस मो प्रिंसिपल अच्छी कहला बेले सी कथा कहते सी आमको धर आम ट्रांसफर करदे You have to tackle them properly in this way. ताको धरे तार कोडी दोष अछि I have my own experience. से एमडी कहला सुनिली तब देखला से कहले काम देले काम करिवनी काहे कि काम भूल कले सिना काम देबो भूल कर देबो भूल करले से मत काम देबोनी तम से जो ये नहीं कि से जो खिरो नहीं जाउतला कि मुंडो हरि देला माने एमडी कहले सेमडी भाबिला से सब ता मन करे मु ठीक अछि देन आई पुट देम इन डिफरेंट वे एमडी कंट्रोल से जानि पारले केमती कंट्रोल करिवो सो यू हैव टू ऑलवेज टेक्निकली तमे गोटे पिलाटे जो आम जो ये ना जो स्कूल पिला मैंने पढ़ी जाती जो ड्रप ना सीना पूरा ड्रप नहीं मैंने जो ट्रुआन टाइप रो मैंने अधारू खसिकी जलखिया खाई गले से पढ़ा स्कूल को फेरबे हाउ कैन यू चेक इट तो यू फाइंड नॉर्मली कंप्लेन द मोस्ट ऑफ स्टूडेंट दे ड्यूरिंग टिफिन टाइम गला परे दे डोंट कम बैक तो केम चेक करिवो
because they are interested in sports. So in this way, you may check.
Workup may be taken in the last period.
Huh?
Workup may be taken in the last period.
Attendance, like at the last of the time, we have to put the attendance so that we can able to.
कहब कोटे आउ कौन हो पार थिंक ऑफ डिफरेंट आइडियाज तुम घरे जो बस चिंता कर से गुला आहरी हो पार तुम कह टिफिन पीरियड पर जे पिला पढ़ुंट ता परवर्ती क्लास जो रखा हम क्लास हेनी कल्चरल प्रोग्राम हम गोटे पीरियड सब क्लास रे कल्चरल प्रोग्राम हम ऑटोमेटिकली पिला जीवेनी सो थिंक ऑफ इनोवेटिव आइडियाज से नाउ अदर पार्टीज तुम जो कह जान केमती तुम जो उत्तर दौच ठीक हो कि नहीं हाउ टू प्रैक्टिस कम दिन आज के दिन रहा सो तुम जो कथा कह हाउ इफेक्टिव इट इज हाउ टू प्रैक्टिस योर सेल्फ देयर ये जहाँ देवे तुमको एक्सपर्ट देवे नाउ यू एसेस योर सेल्फ निजक फॉर्मेटिव जो एवल्यूशन कह निजक कर केमती कर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव सर्टेन आगु नाला गोटे हूँ मिरर सामने निजे कह बड़ मिरर रखीदेव प्रश्न भाव उत्तर दब निजक निजे एसेस कर माने फिजिकली तुम मुँह हाथ कौन हो ठीक अच्छे कि नहीं रेकर्ड योर आंसर क्रिकेट प्लेयर मैंने खेल देखती अन्न खेल देखती निज परफॉर्मेंस देखती जापारती मो कौटी भूल है सो यू थिंक ऑफ एन आंसर स्पीक इट record it in your phone then listen it you will find out that where you are fumbling तुम कौटी कंटिन्यू रही जाऊँगी कौटी क्लैरिटी रोनी कौटी स्पीड हो जाऊँगी assess your with your phone third ask some of your friends यही प्रश्न कहूँ तुम कहू मु उत्तर देवी दुई तुम सांग देव उत्तर देवी देले मोर कौट गोटे भूल तू कहू दे विल गिव ए फीडबैक तू कहला बेटे रही जाऊँ यही कला यहाँ बुझी होनी यहाँ बुझीपारूनी देन यू गेट ए फीडबैक देन तापर इम्प्रूव कर देख आउट प्रैक्टिस कर दे तुम मु देखी आम कला बेले ये कला बेले बहुत पिला 4टा 5टा पर दे आर इम्प्रूविंग दे तुम जो फियरटा रही चली दे फर्स्ट अफ ऑल यू गेट ए माने तुम निजे आईन देखले जापर तुम मुँहटा केमी होटा केमी हो जोटा सांग मैंने कहे से आईटा शुणव निज उत्तर शुणव निजे बुझे मोर कहला बेले कौटी मोर वॉइस क्रैक करुच्ची कि बुझी होना कि मोर गोटे स्पीड बढ़ी दूसरी बार मोर क्लैरिटी आउट भल कहले हाँ ये फीडबैक पुणी इम्प्रूव कर द बेसिक 3 सोर्सेस अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस हियर जोटा तुम ये भी साहय कर यू इम्प्रूव योर कारण यहाँ हूँ स्पोकन परफॉर्मेंस हाउ यू आर कम्युनिकेटिंग योर आइडियाज रिएक्टिंग टू द क्वेश्चंस देयर एम्बेडेडली देयर ताले किसी आउ किसी कर जितक दिन अच्छी किसी प्रश्न जमी कहली मन में भाव तुम जो एरिया नहीं तो मन में भाविक प्रश्न भाविक निजे उत्तर दियो प्रश्न निज कर भितर भितर उत्तर दियो इट्स ए प्रोसेस इन यू दैट विल हेल्प यू टू डेवलप कॉन्फिडेंस से मन रख मुझे क्लास नहीं नॉर्मली मो आरंभ मैंने आई स्टार्ट माय कैरियर इन 76 सो व्हेन आई वाज नॉर्मल टेकिंग क्लासेस मु बस रे गले बाथरूम गले भी पढ़ा कथा भावे क्लास केमती पढ़ेबी कौन करी से मो इंटरनल प्रोसेस होता है आई एम सो कंडीशन दैट इज कॉल्ड प्रोफेशनलिज्म जमी पूजा मंत्री जे जाचे मंत्र पढ़ुची हाँ धुना जमी गोटे जे गीत गाए से तो गीत गाँची जमी प्रोफेशनलिज्म प्रोफेशन भितर से कथा चलती भितर सब भावुव जमी कले कौन करी सीटा भाव बर्तमान यही प्रश्न केमती कहि देयर सो मेक इट ए प्रोसेस देयर यू विल फील दैट आई एम बिकमिंग कॉन्फिडेंस आसो भितर देयर सो आज भावना आरंभ कर प्रथम लेख तुम जो लिखी रखल फास्ट योर राइट अप कौटा इंट्रोडक्शन प्रिपेयर इट केते मिनिट 3 मिनिट्स जो जो कवरेज कली भाव एमती कहले जान से प्राक्ट कर कहीकि देख मुझे जानी हो प्रथम कथा तुम यहाँ कहले कह मो कथा बुझीपाल तो जे मुझे कि प्रकार पिला एकेडमिक कैरियर कौन मोर इंटरेस्ट कौन हॉबीज कौन सब कहीपरि तो निजे भी शुण ताक फोन रेकर्ड कर दे क्लासटा को तुम प्लान कर पढ़ा कि पूरा वीडियो कर तापर वीडियो देख ये वीडियो देख देन यू विल एनालाइज कौटी भूल है गोटे ब्लैकबोर्ड कांथ गोटे ब्लैकबोर्ड नहीं गल भाविक लिखा एमती पढ़ल फोनटा रखीदेल पूरा रेकर्डिंग करदेल तापर रेकर्ड देख 6 मिनट 8 मिनट रेकर्डिंग कर प्रिपेयर कर दियो लेसन एगुला यू नीड रिटेन प्रिपरेशन एंड प्रैक्टिस दुईटा थर्ड हूँ जो प्रश्न सब कहली जो एरिया ताको पढ़ो एंड जो टी एक्ट 2020 पॉलिसी अन्न कमिशन विषय जो पढ़ किसी प्रश्न भाव उत्तर दियो ताको रेकर्डिंग कर शुण ये शुण आईन प्रैक्टिस कर सांग मान आगे कह तुमको एसेस करेंगे देयर आई थिंक यू विल बी एबल टू टाइड ओवर द इनिशियल जो गुड़ा थी आ सब भितर रख एत करुँच फास्ट चांस जी डेभलप दिस पॉजिटिव थिंग इन यू कॉन्फिडेंस गोटे सेल्फ कहते माने तुम एस्टीम आसीज आई कैन डू इट देयर आई थिंक दिस विल हेल्प यू बेटर माने मोर पीसी एक्सपीरियंस कहूँ जमी से टेस्ट करती आरंभ तुमको ऑब्जर्व करती अत प्रथम तुमको जो कहली से गुड़ा केयर नब योर ड्रेस योर अपीयरेंस योर एंट्री सीटिंग पोस्चर माने उठिबो जेतेबेले ब्लैकबोर्ड जाऊँ जमी जहाँ कहल मन रखिपर ये जो प्रेसर्स देवे तुम देख के बाजिला आउ कौन पचार तुम जेकोसी माने तुम कौ क्लास तो कहीं तुम टॉपिक चॉइस तुम भाव गोटे 9-10 टॉपिक गोटे नहीं जाओ
9-10 ରେ
हाँ
ପଢ଼ିଲେ
टॉपिक
ମିନିଟ୍ଟା କେତେ ହେବ
6 ରୁ 8 ମିନିଟ୍ କହିଛନ୍ତି
6 to 8
8 ମିନିଟ୍ ତୁମେ ସେ
ଟୋଟାଲ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁଟା ମାନେ per
ଶୁଣ
per
ମୁଁ କହୁଛି ତୁମକୁ ମୋର ବୋଧେ PSCରେ ଏକ୍ସପର୍ଟ ହେଇକି ଯିବା 10-12 ଥର ହେଇଗଲାଣି ବିଭିନ୍ନ ସବୁ ଲେକ୍ଚର ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁରେ ନର୍ମାଲି ଗୋଟେ ପିଲାକୁ ଯଦି ଜାଣ ବେଶୀ ପଚାରିଲେ ଏ ପଜିଟିଭ୍ ଯାହାକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ ଯେ ବେଶୀ ପଚାର ଆଉ ଲାଭ ନାହିଁ ଆରମ୍ଭ ଜଣାପଡ଼ିବ ତାର ଇଣ୍ଟ୍ରୋଡକ୍ସନ୍ ଆଣିଗଲେ ବେଶୀ କହିପାରୁନି କାଠ ପଡ଼ିଲେ ଜଣାପଡ଼ିଗଲା 2% ଛାଡ଼ିଦେବେ ସୋ ନର୍ମାଲି ଜାଣିଲ ଯେଉଁମାନଙ୍କର ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଆମର ନର୍ମାଲି ବେଶୀ ଥାଏ ବୋଧେ 15 ମିନିଟ୍ସ ଥାଏ ମ୍ୟାକ୍ସିମମ୍ କାହାର 18-20 ମିନିଟ୍ ହେଇଯାଏ ତାମାନେ ସେ ପାଇଲା ଆଉ ଯାହାର 5-7 ମିନିଟ୍ରେ ଛାଡ଼ିଦେଲେ ସେ ଜାଣିଲ ସେ ଗଲା ଏଇଟା ୟୁ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଆସେସ୍ ୟୁର ସେଲ୍ଫ ଦେୟା ସେଥିପାଇଁ କହୁଛି ଆରମ୍ଭରୁ ତୁମର ପ୍ରଥମରୁ ଯେଉଁ ତୁମକୁ ଦେଖିଲେ ଆସେସ୍ କଲେ ତୁମ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟ ଦେଲେ ସବୁ ଜାଣିପାରିଲେ ତୁମର ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଂଥ କ'ଣ ପାଠ ପଢ଼ିଲେ ଭଲ ଜାଣିଲେ ତ ନ୍ୟାଚୁରାଲି ଦେ ୱିଲ୍ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ ୟୁ ବିକଜ୍ ଦେ ଆର୍ ନାଉ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟେଡ୍ ଟୁ ଫାଇଣ୍ଡ ୟୁର ପଜିସନ୍ କେତେ ନମ୍ବର ଦେଲେ ପାଇବ ଇଏ ଭଲ ପାଇବ ପଜିସନ୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ସ ୱାଇ ନର୍ମାଲି ତୁମେ ଭାବ ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ଭଲ ଯିଏ ପାଉଛି ତା ପ୍ରାୟ 15-18 ମିନିଟ୍ ହେଇଯାଏ ଆଭରେଜ୍ ଟାଇମ୍ 15 ମିନିଟ୍ ରଖନ୍ତି କାହାର 12 ମିନିଟ୍ କାହାର 8 ମିନିଟ୍ 7 ମିନିଟ୍ ରହିଯାଏ ଆମେ ନହେଲେ ଗୋଟେ ଆରମ୍ଭରୁ କିଛି ଆଉ ବେଶୀ ସମୟ ଲାଗୁ ତ ପଚାରିବେ ତାକୁ ଛାଡ଼ିଦିଅ ଆଉ ଯାହାକୁ ତ ଭଲ ପଚାରିବେ ଅଟୋମେଟିକଲି ବେଶୀ ସମୟ ହେଲା ମାନେ ଜାଣିଲେ ଯେ ତାକୁ ପାଇଲ ଇଣ୍ଡିକେସନ୍ ମୁଁ ଜାଣିଛି ମୁଁ ତ PhD ଦେଇଥିଲି ନର୍ମାଲି 10-15 ମିନିଟ୍ ମୋତେ 40 ମିନିଟ୍ସ ରଖିଲେ ପଚାରିଲେ ତ ମୋତେ ତୁ ପାଇଗଲୁ ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଏରେ ତ ଏଠି ଅଟୋମେଟିକାଲି କାରଣ ତୁମକୁ ଯଦି ଦେଖିଲି ଯେ ଆଉ 5 ମିନିଟ୍ କିଛି କହିପାରିଲନି ଆଉ କାହିଁକି ତୁମେ ନଷ୍ଟ କରିବେ ତୁମେ ବି ଜାଣିଯିବ ଯେ ମୋର ହେଲାନି ସେଥିପାଇଁ ୟୁ ଟେକ୍ କେୟାର ୟୁର ସେଲ୍ଫ ଯେତିକି ଦିନ ଅଛି ଇଣ୍ଟରନାଲି ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଙ୍ଗଥେନ୍ ୟୁର ସେଲ୍ଫ ନିଜକୁ ତିଆରି କର ଯେଉଁ ଭାବରେ କହିଲି ତିଆରି କର ସେଥିରେ ଆଉ ତୁମ ଭିତରେ ଯଦି ପ୍ରଶ୍ନ ପାଇବି ଯଦି ଉତ୍ତର ଚିନ୍ତା କରି କରିବ ତ ଅଟୋମେଟିକ୍ ତୁମ ଭିତରେ ଆସିଯିବ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ କ୍ୟାନ୍ ଫେସ୍ ମୁଁ ତୁମକୁ କଥା କହୁଛି ମୁଁ ବହୁତ ସମୟରେ ଫାଷ୍ଟ ଆଇ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କ୍ୟାରିୟର ଆଇ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ 75 ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିଥିଲି ଆରମ୍ଭ କଲାବେଳେ ମୁଁ ଭାବିଲି ଯେ ମୋ ଛାତ୍ର ଯେଉଁମାନେ ସେମାନେ ସମସ୍ତେ ମୋଠୁ ବୟସ ବଡ଼ ମୁଁ ସବୁ ବୟସ ସାନ ମାନେ କାହିଁକିନା ମୁଁ B.Ed ପିଲା ସବୁ ବୟସ ବଡ଼ ମୁଁ ତ ବଲାଙ୍ଗୀର ଜଏନ୍ କଲି କେହି ଗୋଟେ ବି ସମସ୍ତେ ମିନିମମ୍ ମୋଠୁ 7 ବର୍ଷ ବଡ଼ ମାନେ ଏତେ ବୟସ ବଡ଼ ସବୁ ଇନ୍ ସର୍ଭିସ୍ ଟିଚର ତ ନ୍ୟାଚୁରାଲି ପଥ ଡର ଲାଗିଲା ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କରିବି ମନେ ରହିବନି ମୁଁ କାଗଜରେ କ'ଣ କଲି ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଲେଖି ନେଇକି ପକେଟ୍ ରଖିଲି ଆଉ ରଖିଲି କାହିଁକି ଯଦି ବାଇଚାନ୍ସ ଯଦି ମନେ ପଡ଼ିବ ତାହେଲେ ଦେଖିଦେବି କିନ୍ତୁ ଯଦି ପାଖରେ ଅଛି ଗୋଟେ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେଙ୍ଗଥ୍ ଆସିଗଲା ପକେଟ୍ରେ ଅଛି ଯଦି ଭୁଲିଯାଏ ତାହେଲେ ଦେଖିଦେବି ଯେହେତୁ ଏଇ ଯେ କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି ମାନେ ଭୁଲ ଦେଖିଦେବି ଆଉ ଭୁଲିନି ଆଉ କ'ଣ ମୋତେ ପ୍ରଥମରୁ ସାହସ ବଢ଼ିଗଲା ତାହେଲେ ଆଉ ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ତାପରଠୁ ମୁଁ କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ କେବେ ନୋଟ୍ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରେ ନାହିଁ ଇନିସିଏଟ୍ ଯଦି ପ୍ରଥମରୁ ଯଦି ଘାବଡ଼ିଗଲ ତାପରେ ସେଟା ସବୁଦିନ ଖାଇବ ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତୁମ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଫ୍ୟୁ ଡେଜ୍ ୟୁ ଆର୍ ଗେଟିଂ ଆଜି 21 ତାରିଖ ତ ଏଇଟା ହେଉଛି କି ମାସ 30 ମାସ 30 ଡେଜ୍ ହଁ 9 ଦିନ ତାହେଲେ 10 ଦିନ ବାକି ଅଛି ଭାବୁ 10 ଡେଜ୍ 10 days you have got to internally prepare yourself ଯାହାକୁ ଶକ୍ତି ନିଜକୁ ତିଆରି କରିବ କନଫିଡେନ୍ସ ଆଣିବ ଆଉ ସବୁବେଳେ ମନେ ରଖ ପ୍ରିପାରେସନ୍ ଡିପେଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛି ତୁମେ କେତେ ପଢ଼ିବ ଯେଉଁ ଏରିଆକୁ ତୁମେ ବାଛିଲ ଗୋଟେ ଏରିଆ ବାଛ ଗୋଟିଏ 2ଟା ବାଛ ଯେଉଁଥିରେ ତୁମେ ଦରକାର ତାକୁ ସେଇ ଲାଇଫ୍ରେ ଇଣ୍ଡିକେସନ୍ ଦେବ ସେଇଟା ଧରିଦେଲେ ଯଦି ତୁମ ଏରିଆରେ ପାଇଗଲ ତୁମେ ଆରାମରେ କହିପାରିବ ସେ 2ଟା ଷ୍ଟ୍ରଙ୍ଗ ଏରିଆ ତୁମେ ବାଛ ଯେଉଁ ଟପିକ୍ଟି ପଢ଼ିବ ଭଲ ଭାବେ ପ୍ରିପେୟାର କର ହ୍ୱିଚ୍ ଇଜ୍ ୟୁର ଚଏସ୍ ଆଉ ମନେ ରଖ ଟପିକ୍ଟାର କିଛି କନସେପ୍ଟ ଥିବ ଯେଉଁଟା ପଢ଼ିଲେ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେମାନେ ଇଣ୍ଟରେଷ୍ଟେଡ୍ ହେବେ କ୍ଲାରିଟି ଡିଫିକଲ୍ଟ ଲେଭେଲ୍ ଥିବ ଯେଉଁ ବୁଝିଲେ ଲାଇନ୍ ଟେନ୍ ଏମିତି ଯେଉଁ ବିଷୟ ତୁମେ ନେବ ସେଇଟା ପଢ଼ିବ ପଢ଼ିଲା ବେଳେ ତ ଭାବ ଯେ ନର୍ମାଲ୍ କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ ପଢ଼ିବ ଯେମିତି କ୍ଲାସ୍ରେ ପଢ଼ଉଛ ଆଉ ତୁମ ବେଷ୍ଟ ଅଫ୍ ୟୁର ପରଫର୍ମାନ୍ସ ଦେବ ବ୍ଲାକବୋର୍ଡ଼ ସବୁବେଳେ ଲେଖିବ ଯେତେବେଳେ ବ୍ଲାକବୋର୍ଡ଼ କାହିଁକି ବ୍ୟବହାର କରାଯାଏ ହ୍ୱାଇ ଡୁ ୟୁଜ୍ ବ୍ଲାକବୋର୍ଡ଼ ବ୍ଲାକବୋର୍ଡ଼ ଇଜ୍ ଏ ଓରାଲ୍ ଭିଜୁଆଲ୍ ସୁଇଚିଂ ଆମେ ଯେଉଁଟା ଭାବୁଛୁ ଯେ ଅରଲି ପିଲା ମନେ ରହିବନି ୱି ୱାଣ୍ଟ ଟୁ ପୁଟ୍ ଅନ୍ ଦ ବ୍ଲାକବୋର୍ଡ଼ କାହିଁକି ସୋ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ଇଟ୍ ଗୋଜ୍ ଟୁ ଦ ଭିଜୁଆଲ୍ ମେମୋରି ଆଖିରେ ରହିଗଲେ ଭିତରେ ରହିଯିବ ଭଲ ବ୍ୟବହାର କଲେ ପିଲା ମନରେ ରହିଯିବ ଆମେ ଯେଉଁ ଟ୍ରି ଚାର୍ଟ ଦେଉଛୁ ଡାୟାଗ୍ରାମ୍ ଦେଉଛୁ କାହିଁକି ମନେ ରଖିବା ପାଇଁ ପ୍ଲସ୍ କିଛି ଡାୟାଗ୍ରାମ୍ ଦେଉଛି ବୁଝିବା ପାଇଁ ବ୍ଲାକବୋର୍ଡ଼ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରେ ଆମେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କହୁଛୁ ବ୍ଲାକବୋର୍ଡ଼ ହେଲ୍ପସ୍ ୟୁ ଟୁ ଅରଲ୍ ଭିଜୁଆଲ୍ ସୁଇଚିଂ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କହିଥାଏ ଚକ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟକ୍ ମେଥଡ଼ ଆଗରୁ ଥିଲା ଚକ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟକ୍ ମେଥଡ଼ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କ'ଣ PPT କରି ଆଣୁଛନ୍ତି PPT ପିଲା ଦେଖୁଛନ୍ତି କିଛି ବୁଝୁନାହାନ୍ତି କ'ଣ ଲାଭ କ'ଣ PPTର ଏ ଠକିବା ଅବସ୍ଥା ଚକ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଟକ୍ ଇଜ୍ ବେଷ୍ଟ ମେଥଡ଼ କାରଣ ପିଲା ଦେଖୁଛି ତୁମେ କ'ଣ ଲେଖୁଛ କେମିତି ଲେଖୁଛ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋକ୍ ବି ଦେଖିବେ ଆମ ପିଲାଙ୍କର ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋକ୍ ବି ଠିକ୍ ନାହିଁ ଲେଟର୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋକ୍ ଜାଣି କେଉଁଠୁ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରି ସାରିବ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରୋକ୍ ବି ଠିକ୍ ନାହିଁ ବିକଜ୍ ନୋବଡି ରାଇଟ୍ସ ଅନ୍ ଦ ବ୍ଲାକବୋର୍ଡ଼ ଟିଚର୍ସ ଡୋଣ୍ଟ ରାଇଟ୍ ଦେ ୟୁଜ୍ PPT ସେ ଦେଖିବେ କେମିତି ଦେୟା ଆଇ ରିମେମ୍ବର ମୋର ଏବେ ବି ମନେ ଅଛି ମୁଁ କଲେଜ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ସବୁ एत ब्लाकबोर्ड सुंदर कम करती और ब्लाकबोर्ड फटका मन बर्तन बाजी उठू दे सो इट इज ए बेसिक डिफरेंट आवर ट्रांसलेशन मेथड हैड वेरी वेरी गुड रोल इंपोर्टेंस दे तुम तुम से माने मु देखी कहीं कौन ब्लाकबोर्ड कथा किसी ना ब्लाकबोर्डटा किसी दरकार नहीं से ब्लाकबोर्ड जाऊँ आसुव तम कथा भर किसी ना इज नर्वस सो ऑलवेज मेकिंग मूवमेंट फ्रॉम किसी ब्लाकबोर्ड किसी ना देखिए हाथ घोषी पकाऊँ एथर लास्ट इंटरव्यू कथा कहूँ बहुत पिला सेमती करुले से जो मैंने मेम्बर से टीचर नुहति से भी जानीपारे कहले पिला कौन सब कौन चक नहीं से पेन नहीं पलि जाऊँगी देर एवरी मोमेंट हैज टू बी व्हाई डू गो टू ब्लैकबोर्ड यू वांट टू राइट इफ नॉट यू टॉक टू देम यू नीड नॉट गो टू ब्लैकबोर्ड योर एवरी मोमेंट शुड बी मीनिंगफुल इन द क्लास देयर बहुत आम बहुत पिला टीचर देख चक नहीं हाथ बुलाऊे डास्टर बुलते बहुत अच्छी बुझल 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 कहते पिला टेली मार्च कौन ना केत बुझल कहला सो आम जापर के मुदा सब भर रही है द स्टूडेंट्स दे ऑब्जर्व एंड मार्क यूर दे सेमती इंटरव्यू बोर्ड भी सी तुमको ठीक मार्क करेंगे सब कथा मार्क करेंगे तुम केमी कौच केमी बस केमी एक्सप्लेन कर अप्रोच केमी हाउ पोलाइट यू आर एंड हाउ माने हम्बल यू आर ता अर्थ नुहे तुम से जहाँ कह मानिज से बैलेंस लक्ष्य कर बैलेंसटा सब मन रख तुम जो दुईटा यहाँ टीचिंग भल है ताहले से दे विल टेक मोर टाइम टीचिंग पर दुई चार पचारे जानी जहाँ बेसी किसी ना कम समय छाड़देव जो सेमती न हुए से व्यवस्था कर इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर एकेडमिक प्रिपरेशन हाउ स्ट्रांग यू आर इन योर एरिया हाँ डायरेक्टली टॉपिक चल जाए डायरेक्ट टॉपिक पड़ जाए इंटरेस्ट माने तुम क्वेश्चन न कर तुम गोटे गोटे इंटरेस्ट देले स्मॉल एकदम स्मॉल इंटरेस्ट दे देव थाकर एक्चुअली दरकार कौन दे वांट दैट हाउ ब्यूटिफुली यू आर क्लैरिफाइंग द आइडिया हाउ व्हाट इज योर कम्युनिकेशन पावर योर पावर एक्सप्लेनेशन देटा से टेस्ट करेंगे हाँ हाँ किसी क्वेश्चन पचार तुम जो प्रश्न पचार पिला भाव इमेजिन पचारूच भाव उत्तर ठीक देला पिला बोले ओके यस यू हैव गिवन द राइट आंसर एमती कर प्रश्न पचार कौटा जो ओडिया पढ़ो ओडिया पढ़ो ओडिया पढ़ल अन्न विषय पढ़ इंग्रेजी पढ़ ना अन्न विषय पढ़ले जदि जदि ओडिया पढ़ाओ एवं भी इनविजन अच्छी अन्न विषय ओडिया पढ़ यू कैन सीक द परमिशन सब ओडिया पढ़ी पारि कि पचार दो दे हाँ से भल पॉइंट मन कर आउ धर जो हाँ तुम पचार देव माने से नॉर्मली तुम कह सर यहाँ मुझे ओडिया पढ़ाऊँ पचार देव गिव आउ गोटे कथा बहुत समय पिला को देखी कहला बेले ड्यूरिंग इंटरव्यू बहुत भल इंग्रेजी कहीपरते से इंग्रेजी पचारे इफ यू फील डिफिडेंट एंड आई एम नॉट एबल टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश प्रॉपर्ली यू कैन टेक द परमिशन सर मे एक्सप्लेन इन ओडिया से अलाउ करेंगे बट विदाउट आस्किंग तुम पढ़ी इंग्रेजी प्रश्न पचार सी इंग्रेजी प्रश्न पचारती तुम इंग्रेजी कहूच तुम जो करनी ओडिया न कहीकि परमिशन नहीं कि ओडिया कह एंड दे विल अलाउ यू इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू प्रॉपर्ली एक्सप्रेस नो प्रॉब्लम देयर सेम तुम जो विषयटा पढ़ो तुम कहीदेव जे सर यहाँ मुझे ओडिया पढ़ाऊँ जे को इंग्रेजी पढ़ इंग्रेजी पढ़ पचार दी परमिशन नहीं पढ़ कारण एवं भी से इंग्लीश कह ये अच्छी एवं पूरा जाइनी किंतु परमिशन कला बेले आम पिला अलाउ करूँ जो कहले तो मुझे कहीपर ये मैंने इंटरव्यू बेले सर टे ओडिया कह कह बिकज यू वांट टू टेस्ट योर नॉलेज आम तो लैंग्वेज टेस्ट करूँ ना यू वांट टू टेस्ट योर पर्सनालिटी एनी लैंग्वेज नो प्रॉब्लम देयर से किसी 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 था जो लोग आसला कहीं इंग्रेजी कहीपरूनी कही पारती असु किसी नहीं कौन इंग्रेजी कहीपर कौन ये सब्जेक्ट पढ़ी पार हाँ जी पढ़ी पार एजुकेशन सब्जेक्ट कथा जोटा मन जोटा पढ़ो यू मस्ट हैव कॉन्फिडेंस इन दैट एंड गुड कमांड ओवर इट से कहीं कल जाने कौ प्रकार एक्सपर्ट जीव से कौटे जान कौन पढ़ा पचार दो से आ सब तुम जोटा कह आने से आर्गुमेंट करनी there. If you feel that somebody call and okay sir, maybe I may be wrong. Politely କହିବୁ there. Don't be obstinate there. କାହିଁକିନା ବହୁତ ସମୟରେ ତମେ ବି ଜାଣିଛ ଏଇଟା ଭୁଲ କହିପାରୁ, ଆମେ ଭୁଲ କହିପାରୁ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଯେହେତୁ ମୁଁ ଏକ୍ସପର୍ଟ ମୁଁ କହେ କିଏ କ'ଣ ଆର୍ଗୁମେଣ୍ଟ କରୁଛି କାହିଁ ସେ କରିବାକୁ ଯିବ. So maybe sir I knew it correct, could be maybe I may wrong, no problem there. But don't argue and show your obstinacy there. ହେଲା ଆଉ କ'ଣ ପଚାରେ ପଚାରେ.
Sir, briefly, if post OAS school branch, then come
OAS ର
OAS school branch होती है couch.
ହଁ OAS school branch କାମ ହେଉଛି OAS school branch, OAS college branch. So OAS school branch means you are in charge of the school education. So your sole responsibility is to see that the school education goes well there. Its quality is maintained there. And the quality control remains in the control of the heads. ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ the center doesn't hold things fall apart. କିନ୍ତୁ ଘରେ ଗୋଟେ ମୂର୍ଦ୍ଧନୀ ଆଗରୁ ଚାଳ ଘର ନଥିଲା ମୋତେ ମୂର୍ଦ୍ଧନୀ ଥାଏ ସେ ସବୁ ଧରିକି ଥାଏ ସେ ମୂର୍ଦ୍ଧନୀ ପଡ଼ିଯିବ ସବୁ ପଡ଼ିଯିବ. So head of the institute is more the quality flows from him or her. How academically you are strong, how honest, how committed you are, what is your vision as a leadership. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ପଚାରି ପାରୁଛୁ leadership, so you are a leader. Leadershipଟା ପଡ଼ିଯିବ leadership quality. Leadership ମାନେ vision ଥିବ. You must look beyond this. ମୁଁ ଏଇଟା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ କରିବି ଏହା ଭାବୁଛି ତାର ଭିଜନ କ'ଣ ହେବ, what's long that you must be there. ତାର ଯେଉଁ କଥାଟା କରିବ ସେ କଥା କଲା ପରେ ତା ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ଅଧ୍ୟାୟ କ'ଣ ହେବ କ'ଣ ତାକୁ ଭାବିକି କରିବ. So a leader has to be visionary and has a team building spirit. Team building ନେଇ ଚାଲିବ there. So he cannot do alone there. He must have an accountability mode and it is less fair, more participatory. ଆଜିକାଲି ଆଉ democratic ବେଶୀ, not less fair policy, and it's not autocratic. You cannot take a decision. For any decision, you must take your staff into consideration. You must, otherwise they will not be with you. That is a part of the team building. Because you will be, whether you are appointed as a school head or BO or you are a leader. So there will be a group of team who are the followers and they must accept your leadership. And you must have that quality so that you are accepted by them there. So there will be reciprocation. So what are the leadership qualities? How to take a team, because you have some objectives. School block, I want it to be educational example. So you have to take the lead there. With the lead you can take up there, carry this. So what is the capacity to carry them with you? How much cooperative you have to be? How to decentralize power and how to make it a participatory approach? That's more important. You have to have ହଁ ସରିଗଲା ମୋଟାମୋଟି ଯାହା ଆରମ୍ଭରୁ ଶେଷ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ପଶିଲ